is good, Sixer Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB as we embark on a new week, coming off a win. Can the 76ers do it again? Should they want to do it again? I don't know. We'll talk about it. 4 games this week, entering the busiest month of the season. 17 games in 30 days. How will the Sixers hold up? We'll talk about it all as they come in, winning a game after losing their previous 9. Blazers coming in red hot, almost pulled off a crazy upset yesterday. Can the Sixers hold their ground at home? We'll see. We'll see. One thing's for sure, man. We're going to have a good time no matter what. We're going to have a good time regardless. That's what we do. That's what we do, man. Happy Monday evening. Thank you all for constantly rocking with us here on the show. Let's get into it, man. Welcome in officially. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you're tapping in from. And welcome in to Philly Take with RB. It's the Sixers Game Day Live show presented by our friends at National University, powered by BetUS. We have the 21 and 38 Philadelphia 76ers at home taking on the 27 and 34 Portland Trail Blazers. We do this every single game, pregame, live game, and postgame. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day live show here on YouTube. We give you all the coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. We'll also take your phone calls after the game via the Discord and the phone line, so be sure to tap in and chime in with your thoughts. And ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal, man. Do me a favor. First act of business in the chat. Got to hit the like button, man. If you guys are in here, if you're still rocking with me, if you're still watching this team somehow, you got to help us push the show around, man. Hit the like button. All right, hit the thumbs up. First act of business. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe if you want to join in on the live chat. And if you want to become an official part of the Philly Take family, go ahead and hit that join button. Become a channel member. Get the loyalty badges. Get the emojis. Get your comments highlighted and read first. Get the merchandise discounts and a whole bunch more. Become a channel member. Hit the join button or the link pinned in the chat. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take. Connect with me everywhere. Special shouts to the members in the chat. Let's see those emojis. Let them fly in the chat as we welcome you guys all into another edition of the Sixers pre-game live show. But we have some updates. We have some big updates. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know from you the way we will start off this pregame show. I want a yes or a no in the chat right now. Do you want the 76ers to tank the rest of the season? AKA, should the 76ers try to lose as many games as they can for the rest of the season? They currently trail the Bulls by 2 games for the final play-in spot for the number 10 seed. They're 2 games behind the Bulls. Joel Embiid out for the season. And for a lot of the people that, tuned in at the last game for the post game, a lot of people called in. They were debating me. They were arguing. I respect the debates. I love to talk, man. That's why we're here. We have to find a way to talk about something, But for all the people that came in last game and told me I was crazy because I wanted the Sixers to lose that game, well, guess what? Tonight we have some injury updates. Kelly Oubre is out with an illness tonight. Paul George is out with, I think, a groin injury. I don't even know what these guys are out with. I can't keep track of the injuries anymore. Paul George is out with something. I think it's a finger injury. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me check. But Paul George is out. Kelly Oubre's out. And boy, wait till I tell you about Tyrese Maxey. And I have another message about Tyrese Maxey that I have to get off my chest as well. Paul George has a groin problem that, quote, hasn't gotten much better. Isn't that a common phrase with this team? Their injuries don't get better. Hold on. So Paul George has an injury that's not getting better. He's out. Kelly Oubre out. Joel Embiid out. Jared McCain out. Kyle Lowry out. Eric Gordon out. And let me tell you something about Tyrese Maxey, okay? This is legit. Nick Nurse, before this game today, said that Tyrese Maxey's finger is not feeling better. There's another one, not feeling better. He says that Tyrese Maxey came out for walkthroughs today without any tape on his finger. Nick Nurse asked Tyrese Maxey where the tape was on his finger. And Maxey replied, quote, "Forget that tape, man." Then he asked Maxey if his finger was feeling better at all. And Maxey said, nope. And on top of that, over the last couple of days, the Sixers are apparently trying to teach Tyrese Maxey how to shoot with 3 fingers on the basketball because his finger is hurt so bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, for all the people that came in last game mad at me because I said I want them to lose, look, I'm glad you guys won. I'm glad they won the game. Whoop-de-doo, big win. I know they're not going to lose every game the rest of the way. Quentin Grimes was fantastic. Quentin Grimes will play tonight. But once again, they have a handful of players out. And in my opinion, they shouldn't even be playing Tyrese Maxey. What is the point of playing Tyrese Maxey? He's playing with an injured finger that he can't even put on the basketball. You're messing up his confidence. He went 2 for 14 last game, and you're throwing him out there to lose games. So all that just to say, the Sixers are a mess, and I would like them to lose every game the rest of the way. Now, in a couple minutes, we're going to do our new segment here where we spin the tankathon wheel at the beginning of the game. We have done it 3 times. We are 1-2. So we are 1-2 in terms of getting the top 6 pick. Now the Sixers have an even worse chance of getting the top 6. So unless they keep losing games here, because the Nets surpassed them, the Nets lost the other night when the Sixers won. So the Nets fell below the Sixers. And it gets even harder. Sixers need to get up to that number 5 spot realistically. They need to try to get up to that 5th worst record, but to do that, they need to lose games. They have 23 games left. And that's where we're at. So anyway, and one other thing before we get into our final score predictions here. The Sixers have lost 9 out of their last 10. The Blazers have won 4 out of their last 5. The Blazers are only 7 games below 500. Obviously, the West is a lot tougher, so I don't think they're going to make the play-in or the playoffs. If I check actually where they're at right now, let's see. They are... Well, they're the 12th seed, but they're 5 games back. So I don't think they're gonna get that. Looks like the West is pretty much decided. The Phoenix Suns are the 11th seed, and that team is an absolute disaster. But the Portland Trail Blazers are number 12. But anyway, I say that because if you've been watching the Blazers a little bit, they're actually playing really good basketball. I watched them play the Cleveland Cavaliers yesterday, who are the best team in the NBA. And the Blazers took them to overtime. They almost beat them. And when I was looking up some stuff today, it's actually crazy. The Blazers, they don't have anybody averaging above 20 points, but they have 7 guys in double-digit scoring. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? So they have a lot of guys who are contributing. Just nobody above 20 points per game. Now, Jeremy Grant will not play. Jeremy Grant, former Process Sixer, is out. Robert Williams has been out. Matisse Thybulle doesn't even play at all. I don't think he's played the whole season. DeAndre Ayton has been out, so they're dealing with injuries. But even with all of that, the Blazers have been playing really good basketball. Here's the 7 guys that are averaging in double-digit scoring for the season. Anthony Simons, Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia, Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, Scoot Henderson, and Tamani Kamara. So again, the Blazers have been a decent defensive team. They're pretty good at not allowing threes. They get torched in the paint. Tonight, Ayton will not play. Donovan Clingan, the rookie, will start. But we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Anyway, I say that just to let you know that the Blazers are coming in here red hot. And they almost beat the Cavs yesterday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I was looking at the members in here. We got Busy B in the house. What's up, Busy B? Jason, A-Team. Who else? Dez, what's up? We got Cool J. Wade, what's up? Tori, what's up? Jimmy J, what's up? All right, I'm going to ask you guys for your predictions here in 1 second. Here's the starting lineup for the 76ers tonight. With all the guys that I mentioned out with an injury, here is the starting 5 for the 76ers. It'll be Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Gershon Yabusele, and Andre Drummond. Sixers are very shorthanded tonight. But I want to say one quick thing about Tyrese Maxey. A lot of people have been in my comments on Twitter, and it's mostly the PG fan club. It's interesting how I've had to defend off every fan club over the last 5 years. It was the Ben Simmons fans. It was the James Harden fans. Even the Tobias Harris fans and the Paul George fans. Once again, I cover the 76ers. I want the Sixers to do their best. I want the Sixers to win. I want all these players to play good, but if they're not playing good, I'll let you know. But a lot of people have been on Tyrese Maxey's case, and the couple things I want to say about that is, number one, the guy is dealing with an injury. He is literally dealing with a finger injury. And unlike other stars on this team, he actually is playing through a finger injury. So I can't completely fault Tyrese Maxey. The guy can't even put 2 fingers on the basketball. Number 2, despite all of the BS and drama this season, Tyrese Maxey is 6th in the NBA in scoring. And a lot of people say, oh, well, it's not efficient. It's not efficient. The guy's still averaging 27 a game. The last guy we should be looking at is Tyrese Maxey. And I do not think it is fair at all to say that Tyrese Maxey can't be the guy. How are you going to test if he can be the guy with a team that doesn't play anybody on a consistent basis? Tyrese Maxey's been depressed the whole season. Has he had bad stretches? Absolutely. There have been times this season where Tyrese Maxey did not look good. But there's also been a stretch where he averaged 32 a game over 13 games. And then the stars came back, they benched the young players, and that all went away. So anyway, the people that are blaming Tyrese Maxey, it's mostly the Paul George fan club because he has been terrible and they want to deflect it onto somebody else. Tyrese Maxey's the last guy we should be looking at. That's all I wanted to say. All right, man, it is time for our final score predictions. Time for our final score predictions. Drop them in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Sixers Game Day Live. What is your final score prediction tonight? No, I do not want the Sixers to win this game. I don't want them to win any games for the rest of the season. And based on what I said, the Portland Trail Blazers have been on fire. Denny Avdia looks like an absolute steal of a pickup this offseason, averaging almost 15 a game. Scoot Henderson has not lived up to the hype, but Shaedon Sharpe has crazy athleticism. Tamani Kamara has been an absolute steal as a late pick in the second round for the Blazers. They have some guys that can hoop on that team, man. I'm not going to lie. They're still far off, but they're in a lot better of a position than they were before. Like I said, no Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, but some of these guys, Anthony Simons, who, obviously kind of hit a bit of a wall, but still a good guy, on the perimeter who can create his own shot. They play quick. I think the Blazers are going to win this game just because they've been on a hot streak. And like I said, they almost took down the Cavs yesterday, granted without Donovan Mitchell. We'll talk about the NBA playoff landscape here in a bit, but I'm going to say Blazers win this by a solid 12 points. So I'm going to say the final score is 125 to 113, and I'm picking the Portland Trail Blazers to win this game. I was surprised on BetUS that the Sixers are actually a favorite. I was surprised that the Sixers are the favorite tonight. I mean, are these odd makers even watching the Sixers anymore? I don't think anybody's watching the Sixers. It's the same people that said, oh, the Sixers shut Embiid down, now they're tanking. No, the Sixers were worse with Joel Embiid. I don't think anybody on the mainframe is actually watching the Sixers. With the way the Blazers have been playing, they should absolutely be the favorite tonight. But anyway, I'm picking 125-113 Blazers. Let's get some predictions in the chat, and then we're going to spin the Tankathon wheel. So, guys, after you drop your prediction, I need y'all to drop spin that wheel in the chat. 140 people in here, 49 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. We still got to wake up the neighbors. We're still having fun the rest of the way. Even though the Sixers may not be fun, we are going to keep you entertained. So hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 100 likes. Let's read out some predictions, man. We got BLSG says 119-110 Blazers. MRD 115-105 Blazers. 112-99 Blazers says Don. Dawson says 118-113 Blazers. Ryan Rose says 117-111 Blazers. Busy B says, I said we would win 3 out of the remaining. We have 2 more for the books. Tika says 97-79 Blazers. Tori says 105-85 Blazers. Red Rum says 115-98 Blazers. So everybody's picking Portland. Busy B 114-105 Blazers. Mike Sports, what's up, Mike? 130-118 Blazers. Kevin says 115-110 Blazers. Q Dot dropping 45 again. Lawrence, what's up, bro? Kevin, what's up? Banj, what's up? Shout out to the members. 125-113 Blazers. A lot of people, everybody picking the Blazers. I agree. I'm going 125-113. All right, man. Drop spin that wheel in the chat. Spin that wheel. Play the beat, man. Play the beat. Let's go. We're in South Philly tonight. We got RB in the best community in the world. Tap in, man. Tap in. Let's go, chat. Happy Monday. Happy week. Let's get it. First of a back-to-back. We'll have the first matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves tomorrow night. But for now, it's the Blazers. We'll see if they'll blaze us or not. 160 people in the chat. I need everybody. Drop spin that wheel. We're 1-2. We've lost the last 2 times. Can the Sixers get in the top 6? Well, guess what? Now it gets even harder. Now it gets even harder. Let me show you guys the odds real quick. Now that the Sixers are down to number 7, see, it gets much, much harder. It gets much harder. Now they have just a chance at the top 4. 5 and 6, they don't. 19.7% chance at number 7. So they need to get back up. They need to jump back up here. Drop spin that wheel in the chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, Sixers. Give us some luck tonight, man. Give us some luck tonight. Damn it, man. Boo. See, this is what the Sixers do, man. This is what the Sixers do. They keep dropping spots. They keep dropping spots, man. Come on. Do I have a boo sound effect on here? No, I don't, man. Damn it. We're now 1-3. We're now 1-3, ladies and gentlemen. We are now 1-3. Today's spin, we get into number 9. Number 9, that means the pick would go to OKC. The pick would go to OKC. We got number 9. So we are 1-3, man. This is the Sixers' fault. Sixers' fault. Okay, we'll do it again next game. Guys, 170 people in here. Can we get 30 more likes? I don't want to keep harassing the likes, but man, we got to push this show out to more people. I genuinely appreciate everybody being a part of this community. I know it's been tough watching this team all year, but we do this show every game. We're trying to keep you entertained, and we're doing our best to just, keep you guys in the loop, man. So I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions for me regarding, rest of the season, playoffs, Sixers stuff, give me your thoughts in the chat, questions in the chat. We'll answer them out. Once again, this show is brought to you by National University. Check out their links down in the description. Let's get it rocking and rolling, baby. Let's get it rocking and rolling. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors one time. Trying to wake them up one time, man. We got 4 games this week. It'll be the Blazers, the Timberwolves, the Celtics, and then the Jazz. Let's see. What other games are on tonight? What are we watching for? Let's see. Charlotte Hornets against the Golden State Warriors. We got the Wizards taking on Miami Heat. Who else? We got the Jazz taking on the Pistons. I think the Pistons have won, 8 in a row? We need the Jazz to win that. We want all the bad teams to win to keep climbing up. So that's where we're at. That is where we are at. We do this every single game. We give you guys the live game coverage. We have fun. And we tough it out, man. Any hot takes, drop them in the chat. Any hot takes today? Can Quentin Grimes drop another 44-piece? The guy went absolutely bonkers the other night against Golden State. Sixers snapped the Warriors' win streak. Q-Dot had 44. He went 18 for 24 from the field. He was insane. He was nuts. And you know what's really funny with this fan base sometimes is like, people hate when you say one thing and then they hate when you say the opposite. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Like, I put out a short and I was like, yeah, Quentin Grimes is a bucket. Shout at the Q. Sixers got to re-sign him. They have his bird rights. And then I get a bunch of comments like, yo, what? You're overhyping one game. You're overhyping, blah, blah, blah. These are the same people that have been saying I'm too negative and to be more positive. So it's just funny, man. Quentin Grimes is averaging 16 points a game with the Sixers. He had a 30-point game before the All-Star break. He just had a 44-point game. Quentin Grimes is finally making the most of his opportunities. He's been a bright spot for this team. Justin Edwards gets to start tonight. I'm excited to see him back starting. Excited to see Yabusele back starting. Feel like they messed up his flow when they benched him. But once again, Kelly Oubre out with an illness. Paul George is out with a groin injury. Tyrese Maxey is playing through a finger injury, can only put 3 fingers on the basketball. Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry will probably never play again. Joel Embiid's out for the season. That's where we're at in Sixers land, man. That's where we're at. Dom, what's up, bro? 114-109 Sixers. We got somebody to pick the Sixers. Dom is picking the Sixers to win. Wow. Digital Print House says Justin Edwards, 20 points. Tori said, I said it already, bro. Justin Edwards going for 25 tonight. Dom says Grimes with a 35-piece. Same thing from Wade. MRD says Jalen Hood-Schifino with 30. I don't even think he's active, man. I don't even think he's active. All right, guys, we need 15 more likes. Get us to 100. I'm trying to wake them up. It's a Monday night. They just came home from work. I heard them come in the door. They're trying to relax, They're trying to chill, eat dinner. Let's mess up the party, baby. I'm trying to ring this bell. Let's go. Let's go. Do we want the Sixers to win this game or to not win this game? Do we want them to win or not win? Because like I said, man, the Sixers fans, some of them called in last game. They're like, oh my gosh, we won. You should be happy. And tonight they got 7 players out again. So no, I don't want them to win any games. I want to get back up to the number 6 slot and try to get to the 5th worst record. I want the Sixers to get that draft pick. I also just remembered that March Madness is around the corner. So, you know, we're going to see some of these prospects in action. Honestly, like the top 5 to 8 picks in the draft could be really good this year. Sixers need that draft pick. OKC doesn't need any more damn picks. Oh, and here's my thoughts on the NBA playoffs, because I've been watching some other games and stuff. I think the NBA is I'm not going to say they're cooked this season. I just think there's a lot of injuries, and I think it's just been a stale product for most of the year. I will say this. The Cavaliers, they played the Celtics, like 3 games ago? They were down 25-3. Then they were down 22 in the fourth quarter and came back and won. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I said this earlier in the season about the Cavs. I wasn't sold, but I think they're legit. They add DeAndre Hunter. I think the Cavs play perfect basketball. And I think the Cavs are a serious force to be reckoned with. I think the Celtics and the Cavs are going to run away with the East and meet in the conference finals. And then when I look out at the West, I think it's a free-for-all. But again, it's not what I thought it would be because of the injuries. The injuries are just messing things up. I think we're going to see young teams get very far this year, and I think it'll kind of change the landscape moving forward on how to build teams. I think I'm picking the Thunder to make it to the finals with how good their defense has been. Now you have the Lakers as the number 2 seed, even though they don't have a center. It's a weird thing in the NBA right now. Things are very odd. Denver could make it. Memphis and Houston have tailed off a bit, but they're still there. I think the Thunder are making it, and honestly, the Cavs might beat the Celtics. But I feel like a lot of it is predictable. The rest of the Eastern Conference is weak. The Knicks are frauds. So, yeah, that's how I feel. Here's our starting lineups tonight for the Sixers. It'll be Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, Justin Edwards, Gershon Yabusele, and Andre Drummond. And for the Blazers, it'll be Anthony Simon, Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia, Tamani Kamara, and Donovan Clingan. Ayton and Grant out for the Blazers. For the Sixers, Oubre and Paul George are out. We'll be a little bit behind with a delay, but ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. We will get the scoreboard up very quick here. We need 8 more likes. 200 in the chat. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Guys, get us up to 100 likes, man. Trying to ring the horn real quick. I'm a little bit nervous right now. The Sixers are wearing their City Edition jerseys, which means that they're going to play a good game. Every time they wear those jerseys, they play out of their mind. So I hope that the 76ers do not win this game. We are off in South Philly. The Sixers are going to win the tip-off. Blazers rocking the red jerseys tonight. We'll get the other scoreboard up here momentarily. Here's a 3-ball from Grimes. That one comes up a bit short. Rebounded by Denny Avdia. A lot of people talked about Avdia during the offseason in my comments saying the Sixers should trade for him. I was down to trade for him. I just didn't know what his value was as Edwards steals it away, running the floor. Justin Edwards all the way, missed the layup, and put back by Quentin Grimes. 2-0 is our score. Let's go. I like Denny Avdia, and he's having a heck of a season for the Blazers. Like I said, the Blazers are coming in red hot in this game. Here's the dump down low. Clingan gets it, goes up, lays it through. I'm a big fan of Donovan Clingan's game. I watched him at Summer League. He was on the UConn team that won back-to-back championships. He's a good player. Donovan Clingan's going to be a problem. It does look like he gained like 30 pounds, though. Maxey floats it up. Drummond throws it down. Alley-oop is successful. Yo, Donovan Clingan put on some weight, man. He was not this big. There's Donovan Clingan. Pulls up a 3-ball. That one's off the front rim, and it's going to go out of bounds. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Scoreboard will update momentarily. We need 2 more likes. Who's going to be number 100, man? Here's Justin Edwards. Edwards going to dribble in. 1 bounce. Back to Quentin Grimes. Grimes drives downhill. Kicks it back. Here's Maxey. Maxey up top. Maxey guarded by Kamara. Maxey for a 3. Can't get it to fall. Drummond the rebound. Drummond turns, spins. Grimes. Maxey. Maxey the second attempt. Cha-ching! I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. The 76ers with these jerseys on are insane. Here's Klingon. Kicks it back to Monty Kamara. Going to cross over. Drive all the way up and through. Got it to fall. Scoreboard will update momentarily. There we go. Here's Andre Drummond down low. He turns, spins, wings it out. Yabusele for three. Got it to go. Gershon. I know the scoreboard is a little bit delayed. This is how we have to do it, unfortunately, because of the delay on YouTube. Here's Shaden Sharp, puts up the J. That one is short. Sixers lead it 10-4, and the Sixers are off to a hot run. Maxey wants another one. That one rims in and out. Rebounded by Portland, and here come the Blazers. Anthony Simons, quick dribble, pull up three. Hits off the back iron. Keep in mind, though, the Blazers are on a back-to-back where they played in overtime yesterday. Grimes, another three. Can't get the quick trigger. Blazers did play yesterday early in the day, so they are on a back-to-back. Could be a little bit tired here. Shaden Sharp going to float one up. That one missed. Gets his own rebound. He turns. Shaden Sharp. Guarded by Quentin Grimes. Here is Anthony Simons. Simons going to dribble with the left. Drive into the paint. Floats it up. He missed it. Klingon, the putback. Missed it again. How about a third time? Missed it again. And Simons taps it in. Here's Quentin Grimes coming around a screen. He's going to drive, float it up. Drummond puts it through. Man, the Blazers look very lackadaisical here to begin this one. Very lackadaisical. Did we hit 100 likes yet? Guys, hit that thumbs up, man. Here's Denny Avdia going to drive to the rim. Yo, does anybody else think that Denny Avdia looks like Dario Saric? He looks like Dario, man. $5 super chat from Brian Pumper. Brian, thanks for being here, bro. KO and PG out. Excellent, excellent. Maxey doing his part. Drummond 35 minutes. A recipe for poverty. I like it, but Quentin and Yabu better relax. I'm there with you, Brian. I'm there with you, man. First free throw is good. I don't know if you were in here for the post game, Brian. I was I was fighting people off last game, man. They were telling me I should have been happy with a win, and I'm not grateful, and this and that. I told them, look, man, the best route here for the rest of the year is to try to lose games, man. Avdia misses the second. I know they're not going to lose every game, but if Quentin Grimes is dropping 50 again, you gotta pull the plug, man. You have to pull the plug. Quentin Grimes going to find Andre Drummond. Drummond up top finds Maxey. 10 on the shot clock. Maxey around a screen. Maxey wings it out. Yabusele for three. Got it again. Woo! Yabusele is cooking with the glasses on. Klingon cuts to the paint, throws it up and down. 15-9 is our score. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to dribble, drive, in, turn, spins, fades. Maxey got it to fall. Dude, the Sixers are cooking a little bit too much, man. They're cooking a little bit too much right now. Marsha McCollum, what's up? Hey, Marsha, thanks for being here. 3 ball. Avdia missed it. Kamara the rebound. Here's, they make a sub? Oh, yeah, they brought in Scoot. Scoot, gonna drive, floats it up, missed it. Drummond gets the rebound, rips it away from Donovan Klingon, and here come the Sixers. Maxey, one bounce up the floor. Justin Edwards for 3, and he drills it. The Sixers lead it 20-9. Holy smokes. The Sixers can't miss right now. I told you, man, anytime the Sixers wear these dang jerseys, they just don't miss. Yo, we got 100 likes in the chat. Do me a favor. Drop the yes, sirs. Drop the yes, sirs. Let's go. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Yes, sir, man. Anytime the Sixers, if I would have knew the Sixers were wearing these damn City Edition jerseys, I would have picked them to win. They don't miss in these jerseys. So Tyrese Maxey has an early 5. Yabu with 2 triples. Edwards with a triple. Sixers are 4 for 8 from 3. We got Clint in the chat. Clint Kreitz, what's up, bro? C to the R, what's up? Dave, what's up? Brian Pumper, Hector, BLSG, Marsha, what's up? Maybe we're just better when the old guys don't play. I've been saying that for weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, I can predict this team like the back of my hand. I know this team like the back of my hand. They are much, much better when the old guys do not play. You see how the ball is moving? You see how confident they are? Boom, boom, pass, quick shot, boom, bang. I'm scared that they're going to win too many games, man. They got to stop wearing these City Edition jerseys. $2 super chat from Khalik and Luke. Thank you, Khalik. Says, sup, RB, sending love. I bet on Draymond to get 11 points. Are you talking? I mean, that's another game, but I hear you, man. Okay. Got a little bet going tonight. Khalik, thank you for the super chat, man. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live Show. We got you covered every single game. We got you covered, man. We got you covered, man. Oh, boy. We got our Sixers trivia question coming up at the end of the first quarter. Hakeem the Dream, if you're in the chat, speak now, man. Trying to defend your crown from last time. I meant to make a list with the most wins so far. I'm going to do that soon. I forgot to do that, but we're going to do that. Members, let me see those emojis in the chat. Let me see those emojis in the chat, man. Wait, playing Wash Vets made us worse. Who would have guessed? Here's Tamani Kamara for 3, and he hits it wide open. 20-12 is our score. Sixers 4 for 8 from 3 to begin. 8 for 13 from the field. Here's Q dot. Q going to find Yabusele up top. 6:15 to go here in the first. Maxey working against Kamara. Putting these lengthy wings on Maxey, or these lengthy forwards. Maxey missed the 3. Edwards the rebound. Jay Edwards for 3. That one's short again. And the Sixers going to track it down for a third opportunity. Here's Quentin Grimes, goes baseline, wings it into Drummond. Drummond in the paint, goes up against Klingon, missed it. Klingon bats it away and can't hold on to it. Yo, Donovan Klingon, this boy gained some weight this season. Mark 1982 says, call me crazy, but this team is going places. Yeah, you're absolutely crazy, man. You are crazy. Here's Andre Drummond on the inbound. He's going to find Grimes. Cuts to the basket. Falls to the floor. One bounce back to Yabu. Here's Edwards. Edwards the cross. Edwards goes up and got the bounce. Justin Edwards off to a good start. I like Edwards a lot, man. Here's a spin by Avdia. He overshoots the basket on the finger roll. Here come the Sixers up by 10. Maxey driving in, floats it up. Can't get it to fall. Here come the Blazers. Shaedon Sharpe crosses over, drives, draws contact, up, in, and foul. Drummond with the foul. And Shaedon Sharpe will go to the line for one more. Appreciate all 250 of you guys tapping in here on the live chat. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all so much. I know it's been a tough season, but we're still having fun. We're still keeping you entertained. And the free throw is going to be missed, but the Blazers get the board. Here's Denny Avdia going to cross over, kick it back. 3-ball scoot, can't get it to go. Sharpe the rebound, nobody there. Drummond watches from the side, and Shaedon Sharpe with an easy 2. 22-16 is our score. Quentin Grimes at the top. He's going to drive in, spin, kick it back. Drummond, the dribble handoff. And Grimes is fouled by Scoot Henderson. I'll tell you what, Scoot is looking like just an average player, man. Just an average player. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. If you're in the chat, if you've been watching us all season long religiously, no matter what, drop OG in the chat. If you're new, if it's your first time, drop new so we can shout you out. Maxey oops it to Drummond, and that one is put down. Another alley-oop from Drummond. Out of nowhere, I guess Andre Drummond can just jump now. He was not doing this before. If you guys are a casual viewer of the show, you tune in once in a while, drop return in the chat. 3-ball Avdia missed it. Klingon rolls it back out. Scoot Henderson for 3. That one's off the mark. And the Sixers pick it up. Man, Scoot is he's just not that good, is he? I remember they just kept talking about him and Wemby, but Scoot might not be that guy. Here's Tyrese Maxey guarded by Kamara. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey around his screen. He's going to cross, drive downhill, goes up. Can't get it with the left. Picked up by the Blazers. Here comes Dario Sarge's cousin. He goes in, fouled, and won. He looks like Dario Sarge, man. He looks like him. Denny Avdia with the and one. Drummond with terrible defense. Drummond is terrible. We got Wade OG in the chat. Clint OG. Sport Takes with Joseph OG. Busy B OG. Marsha McCollum OG. Tori returning in the chat. Busy B, that toe must have gotten loved on. BLSG says OG. Let's see. Who else we got in the chat, man? Let's see those channel members. Drop those emojis in the chat. Get us to 200 likes, man. Avdia going to miss the free throw. Again, Sixers track it down. Here's Justin Edwards. Edwards down the floor, crosses over, drives, kicks, Council in for the first time. Ricky. Here's Gershon Yabusele. One bounce out to RC4. Edwards for 3. That one is way off. The Blazers track it down. Here comes Scoot Henderson. Scoot going to kick to Kamara in the corner. He turns, spins, back to Scoot Henderson. Denny Avdia driving downhill, steps over, goes up, can't get it to fall, too much on that shot. Here come the Sixers, running it down the floor. Council into the paint, back out. Lonnie Walker in for the first time. Council the reverse lay, he missed it. Ricky Council just botched a layup. 3-ball from Sharp, can't get it to go. Duop Reith in for the first time for Portland. 28-year-old out of LSU. Played for 2 years now with the Blazers. Has one of the coolest names in the association. Like, if my name wasn't what it was, I think I would want my name to be Duop Reith. I think I'd want my name to be Duop Reith. He looks like if Sarge faked his death and still wanted to play in the NBA. Dave OG in the chat. Jeff OG. Jorge, what's up? Andre says, you want them to tank the season, so where would they fall in the draft? Who's the best player coming out of college that they need? And is it guaranteed they would get that player if they tank? So, to that response, Andre, I will make a video eventually with some of my top prospects. Ideally, you want to get the top pick, obviously. It all comes down to the lottery. I think realistically, they could try to get, to the 5th pick, 6th pick. If they fall below that, then their pick will be conveyed over to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But obviously, right now, it's like a 3 or 4 team race, and they're all going for a couple guys. Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, and the other guy, Edgecombe. That's his name, right? VJ? I think it's VJ, not TJ. Hold on. Yeah, VJ. VJ Edgecombe. Those are like the top 4, but there's a lot of other good players too, and we'll talk about them. But personally, so far, my favorite player that I think is realistic for the Sixers to get is Ace Bailey. The race for Ace, you heard it here first. I like the race for Ace. Also, I'll tell you what's pissing me off, ladies and gentlemen, as we watch this game. Andre Drummond has 7 rebounds in 8 minutes. When in the world did Andre Drummond just resurrect? I just don't understand it. Like, what's going on with Andre Drummond, man? Why is he playing so good? He's got 6 points and 7 rebounds in 8 minutes. Don Boyle dropping those emojis in the chat. Let's see it, members. Shout out to the mod squad. Sixer Sam, what's good? Should have got Mikal Bridges instead of Paul George. VJ's a monster. LaMelo getting his running mate. It's going to OKC watch Sixers. Luck. Wade says, huh? Are we saying, huh? Huh? Sixer Sam joining back on the Fire Tag Nation. Woo! If you guys want to become a member and support the show, become a channel member. Support your boy. Yo, we got 280 people in the chat. We need to get to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up. Let's go. Let's go. 3-ball from Simons. He gets it the nail right through the hole. 24-21. Anthony Simons back on the floor with Duop Reef. Duop Reef, man. What a name. What a name. Jabari Walker in for the first time. Maxey for 3. Can't get that to fall. Picked up by the Sixers. Lonnie Walker gets it on the second attempt. Jabari Walker, Shaden Sharp, Anthony Simons, Duop Reith, and Scoot Henderson for the Sixers. Maxey. And Maxey steals it away. Maxey up the floor. Here's a Dembona. Maxey floats it up. Can't get it to fall. Rolled off the rim. A Dembona is in for the first time. Duop Reith for 3. Oh, that was money. See, Nick Nurse doesn't make any sense. So now Dembona and Ricky Council play. Last game they didn't play. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Maxey around a screen. Maxey steps back. Lonnie Walker, Tyrese Maxey, down to Bona. Dembona posting up against Simons. He lost it. Out of bounds, staying with the Sixers. Joseph says, best Sixers commentator of all time. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. BC, what's up? Jordan E in the chat. What's up, Jordan E? Big Rud says that's a legendary name. It really is, man. Maxey pump fake. Here's a 3. That one's off. If you guys weren't here for the pregame show, Maxey is trying to learn how to shoot with 3 fingers on the basketball because his fingers are injured and he can't really, I don't even know why he's out there, let alone playing. Anthony Simons floats one up off the back iron, missed it. Bona the rebound. Here come the 76ers. Only reason Bona's playing is because Yabu's starting, I guess. Bona gonna cut, turn, spin, float it up. Easy. Easy money. Easy money. Scoot Henderson gonna swing it over. Duop Reith steps into one. Yo, this guy can't miss. He can't miss. $40 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Council out to Edwards. We're seeing the young guys. We're seeing the young guys. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to pull up from 3. Too much on it. Rebounded by the Blazers. Maxey's going ice cold. Here's Shaden Sharp down the lane. Floats it up short. Gets his own and puts it in. Jordan E says, who would have thought Grimes would ever have a 44 ball? Yeah, shout out to Q Dot. Grimes is a player, man. He can hoop. He can hoop. 10 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. Maxey around a screen. Maxey going to cross over. Find Lonnie Walker. 3, 2, 1. Bona goes up. Fouled and 1. Yes, sir. And 1. Drop the ones in the chat, man. Drop the ones in the chat. So apparent how good a Dembona is, man. I don't know why he doesn't play. And yo, Maxey's 2 for 11 in the first quarter? Maxey's 2 for 11? Full court heave, no good. Free throw, good. Sixers lead it 32-29 at the end of the first quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some Sixers trivia. Hakeem, if you're in the chat, speak now or forever hold your peace. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get it correct in the chat, you're going to hear this sound. But as always, it's not about who gets it right. It's about who gets it right first and correctly types it in the chat, and only your first guess will count. So before I let you know about the question, get those keyboards ready. I got to let you know this one is brought to you by National University. Our Sixers Scholars trivia question. We'll see who our Sixers Scholar of the evening is. But National University is a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. If you're someone trying to balance work life and school, NU is perfect for you because they offer 4 and 8 week online classes while also allowing you to start sooner and finish faster. They offer 150-degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And most importantly, they understand that when you start or return to higher ed, you're not just a student, but a parent, caretaker, employee, and more, all at the same time. NU gives you the support to balance your life. And National University awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. They're a veteran-founded university. And if you are interested in checking out their flexible online schooling curriculum, click the link down in the description or the live chat to get more info on their program offerings. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. All right, man. The question of the day is, back in 2001, which 76ers player won Defensive Player of the Year? Which 76ers player won Defensive Player of the Year back in 2001? Give you guys about 30 seconds. Sixers Defensive Players of the Year. He's actually the last guy to win it as well for the team, which is crazy. All right, I'm going to pull up my other chat so we can see who got it, and we'll read out the correct answer here at the first stoppage. Denny Avdia working against Grimes. Here is Delano Banton. Goes backdoor and lays one in. Let me pull up my other chat here and make sure, because again, keep in mind, it shows up different ways on everybody's screen. So nice shot there. 3-ball to begin quarter number 2 from Lonnie Walker. Let's see who got it first, though. Looks like a lot of people got it right this time. Here's a 3-ball. Denny Avdia puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded and put right back in. All right, let's see who got it first on my screen. So on my screen, looks like 2 people actually got it at the same exact time. So we'll read out the 2 answers in a second. Jeff Doughton Jr. spins, puts it up, put Banton on the floor. Okay, Jeff Doughton. Yeah, Jeff Doughton. Avdia down the lane, spins over. And there is a foul against Quentin Grimes on Jabari Walker. Okay, so we got 2 winners today. I'm looking at the timestamps on my screen. 2 people got it right. The correct answer is Dikembe Mutombo, R.I.P., man. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo. Passed away earlier this season with cancer. Philly Sports Dylan and Kyle Lehman are the 2 people that got it at the same exact time. First one good at the line for Walker. Kyle and Dylan, congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you all for playing Sixers trivia every game at the start of the second quarter. Those 2 are our Sixers Scholars of the evening, and it's brought to you by National University. Free throws are good. 37-35. Sixers have cooled off a little bit. A lot of people knew the answer to that, though, which is nice. Shout out to our guy Matumbo. Finger wag. That one's lost by Quentin Grimes. Here's Denny Avdia going to kick it out to Banton. Banton going to find Anthony Simons. Too much on that. Picked up by Grimes. Here come the Sixers. Council at the other end of the floor. He airballs a three. Man, what happened to our boy Ricky, man? They benched him for too long. Man. There goes Simons of the rack. Can't get it to fall. Here come the Sixers. Council charging down the other end. Puts it up. Missed it. And tapped in by Gershon Yabusele. Another steal by the Sixers. Here they come. Lonnie Walker. Yabusele. Three ball. Can't get it to go. Doo-Wop Reith in the corner. That one jiggles in and out. 9:15 to go here in the second quarter. 39-35. Doughton at the top. He's going to drive downhill. Turn spin. Yabusele. Yabu to the corner. Ricky for three. Ricky! Let's go RC4. Anthony Simons going to find Banton. He drives into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, missed it by a mile. Here come the Sixers. Grimes driving down the floor all the way up and in. Yeah, dude, the Sixers are cooking right now. Chauncey needs a timeout. Sixer Samson smashed the like button. We got 150 likes, 290 in the chat. Can we get it to 200 likes? Can we get it to 200 likes? Drop some W's in the chat for our Sixer scholars, man. BC, what's up? Rick Bennett, what's up, my man? Shout out to Rick. We got Rachel in the chat. What's up, Rachel? Got the OGs in here, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Get active in the chat. We do this every single game. We keep you guys entertained as best as we can. Yes, sir. We've been doing this all season long. I know it's been tough, man, but we're here. We're here for the long haul. We have off-season coverage. We have videos almost, at least a couple times a week, but almost every day. Yeah, we do call-in shows, impromptu stuff, any breaking news, we got you covered. And I think, honestly, if the Sixers don't make the playoffs, I think I might live stream some other games. What do you guys think about that? If the Sixers don't make the playoffs, should we live stream other playoff games? What do you guys think about that? $10 super chat from my guy, Philly for life. Philly! Philly for life, long-time supporter, long-time OG. What's up, my brother? He says, what's up, RB? Sorry I'm late. Pray all is well with you and the family. This is the best YouTube channel in Philly. Keep up the hustle, bro, and I'll keep supporting. How we doing, though? Just got home. We're cooking right now, man. We are cooking right now. We're actually cooking a little bit too much. Maxey, again, struggling with a finger injuries, 2 for 11. But the rest of the team is just, they're doing their thing, man. Lonnie Walker's got 6 off the bench. Bone is playing great now that he finally gets to play. Yabu's got 8. Drummond's got 6 points and 7 rebounds. Even Drummond looks like he's revived. You just can't get a grip on this team, man. You cannot get a grip on this team. Adem Bona needs to play more. I just don't understand why the Sixers are playing like this now, man. Rick says, yeah, we should stream other games. Benj, member for 2 months. RB, keep it up. Love the streams. Been here for 3 years. Benj! You're the man, bro. You're the man. Duop Wreath gonna find Denny Avdia. Denny Avdia. Duop Wreath. Duop! I can't get enough of that name, man. That is the best name in the NBA. That might be the best name in the NBA. Agree or disagree? Rachel says, to keep the Philly Take crew together for longer, I'd love to live stream other games with you guys. Appreciate the insight, Rachel. Lonnie Walker, guarded by Jabari Walker. Lonnie for three. That one rolls off the rim, picked up by Kamara. 7:55 to go here in the second. Here's Scoot Henderson, steps back, contested three, off the mark. Wreath gets the rebound. This guy's everywhere, and then he gets stripped by Grimes. Grimes somehow saved it. He goes downhill. Lonnie Walker all the way up and in. Dallin O'Banton just got hip-checked by Quentin Grimes. Yo, man. We got the Philippines in the chat. Shout out to the Filipino viewers. Here's a drive and a spin. Avdia gets plucked. Yeah, he's getting strapped tonight. Grimes all the way. Kicks it out. Council in the corner. He spins. Drives. Ricky Doughton for three. Got it. It's money. Money shot. Philly for life, $2 super chat says we all need to lose though, RB. Drums gotta sit and Bona. Yeah, exactly, man. Sixers on a 12-2 run. These guys are cooking. They don't have any rhyme or reason, man. Kamara just floated one up. He used an elbow. No foul, though. This team just has no identity, man. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know where they want to go, why they want to do it. Grimes for three. That's short. 308 people in the chat. We need 40 more likes. Get us to 200, man. Let's go, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Sixers Game Day Live. We do it every game. All right, I want to know who taps into all the coverage, man. Who sticks around in the off season, watches the videos, watches the live streams, right? Draft, free agency. Who sticks around all season long, all year long? Drop a fire emoji in the chat. Let me know, man. I need to know who the diehards are. You got to stay with me. Stay with us no matter what. It's going to be an interesting off season, that's for sure. That is for sure. Sixers lead by 10. Scoot. Driving downhill, floats it up. Drummond smacks it away like a fly. Are you kidding me? Grimes, Council, Lonnie at the top. Drummond, Doughton. Doughton going to dribble into the paint. Doughton going to step back. Now he's at the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Doughton the step back. Can't get it to go. Drummond is harassing these boys. Lonnie for three. Missed it. Who is this Andre Drummond? Who is this Andre Drummond, and what did he do with the old Andre Drummond? Walker gets called for a foul. Lonnie Walker on Donovan Clingan. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Sixers announced that Joel Embiid is going to... Oh, look, Nick Sirianni's in the house again. What's up, Nick? Shout out to the Super Bowl champion head coach Nick Sirianni. By the way, I cover the Eagles on A to Z Philly if you guys are still interested in Eagles coverage. Channel's been growing over there. Scoot drives, the paint goes up and in. 8-point lead for the Sixers. Philly for life, $20 super chat. Woo! He's on fire.
He's on fire!
Philly for life, my guy, man. Appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate the love. Q-Dot goes up, missed the layup. Falls to the ground. Here come the Blazers. 3-on-3. Here's Scoot Henderson. He's going to drive in all the way against Council. Puts it up and lays it home. In for the Portland Trail Blazers now is number 24. Oh my gosh. Drummond almost just caught a body on Donovan Clingan. Henderson down the other end. Yo. Drummond almost just caught a body. Chris Murray is in for the Blazers, number 24. Who in the hell is this Andre Drummond? Oh my gosh, he almost caught a body. Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly convinced that Andre Drummond has a clone. I am truly convinced. Philly for Life says, I'm here all year, baby, regardless of the squad's BSRB. Philly for Life, you are here, man, all the time, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for the love, bro. Much love. We got Sixers Sam dropping the fires, Busy B, Don63, Joseph, Don Boyle, Andrew, Rachel, Sam, Kai, AK, Judica, Clint, Lexi, AG, let's go. Let's go. Dave Jones, what's up, man? Wade, appreciate all the diehards, man. Appreciate the diehards in the chat. I don't know why Mike Tirico's calling the Sixers game, but that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I just want you guys to know that there's going to be more people that come into the chat tonight, especially if the Sixers win this game and they're going to say, RB, you're a hater. Look, these wins are not doing anything for the Sixers, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you. Drummond for 3. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. All right. All right. We need an investigation. We need an investigation. I can't. Henderson misses it. Drummond taps it. Delonte Walker. We need an investigation, man. I'm done. Drummond just hit a 3. He wants another one. He wants another one. Just missed. Yo, if he would have hit that again, I might have had to protest the whole game. Who is this Andre Drummond and what did he do? Like, I think, and he just stole it away. Drummond is on fire. Walker, Maxey, baseline, Grimes steps over against Scoot. Here's Drummond again. Drummond, the backdoor pass. Grimes missed the layup. Yo, Drummond is going crazy right now. Here's Kamara, going to hand it over to Scoot Henderson. Henderson going to pull a deep 3. Airballed it. Blazers get it back, and Kamara lays it through. 6-point game. It's just crazy how the Sixers announced that Embiid's out for the year, and then the last 2 games they've played their ass off. Lonnie Walker to the rim. A little bit of a push, no call, and he missed the layup. Here come the Blazers again. Henderson down the lane, plucked. Oh, and Shaden Sharp just threw it down over Drummond. $2 super chat. Philly for Life says these wins do nothing but mess up our future pick. I agree, Philly for Life. Do you guys agree with that or disagree? Agree or disagree in the chat? Do you think the Sixers should be winning this game right now? Do you want them to win, yes or no? Because I'm with Philly for Life here. I don't think it does anything. All right, we got 300 plus in the chat. Do me a favor, guys. Can we get a like spike going? Get us to 200 likes. Let's go. Let's go. I don't understand this team, man. You can't even like bring any logic to how this season has gone, man. They always do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm not going to sit here and try to toot my own horn or anything. I'm just telling you straight up, all season long, I have been predicting exactly what is going to happen with this team. Like every 8 to 10 game stretch, I'm like, okay, here's what just happened. Here's what is about to happen. And if, like I said, if you've been watching this team all season, right? Even tonight, Kelly Oubre is out. Paul George is out. The Blazers have been red hot. And what did I tell you guys? The Sixers have been better with the young players. They've been better with the young guys. So with Joel Embiid out tonight, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, What do the Sixers do? They're playing great basketball. They are better with the young guys. It's so easy to see. Even Maxey is 2 for 11, and they're still winning. They're still winning. So, just because they're the Sixers now, they're going to win too many games the rest of the season, and they're not going to get a draft pick. I know people want to see them win games. I get it, right? We're all frustrated. But the best long-term solution is to try to get your draft pick, and I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I don't think that's going to happen anymore because these young guys are just too good. They're too good, man. Tanking in the past did nothing for us. Tanking in 2014 has nothing to do with tanking right now. I need you guys to understand that. And I don't like tanking. I don't want to root for tanking. But ladies and gentlemen, they have no way to improve the roster this offseason other than a couple veteran role players. Do you guys not understand that Paul George and Joel Embiid take up 71% of the cap? Unless you can trade those contracts, it's going to be very hard to upgrade the team. Drummond with a hook shot, he is just going insane. Andre Drummond looks like Olajuwon out here, bro. This dude is going nuts right now. This guy is going nuts. And if you really want to make that argument, the Sixers should have been playing the young guys all season long. Every time we saw a glimpse of a Dembona and Ricky Council, even Jared Butler's in now. Every time we've seen these guys, Justin Edwards, they all play great when they get an extended stretch of minutes. And then when they play good, then they get benched. Edwards, another floater. There it is again. These guys are better. They play up-tempo. They play quick. And every time they start to develop a rhythm, they get benched by Nick Nurse. For Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon, all these guys. Drummond, 3-ball from Simons, and he drills it on the other end. 5-point game. I'm just giving my thoughts, man. Drummond going to find Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker spins. Crosses over. Nice play. Drummond the feed. Drummond the poster, and he stares him down. Andre Drummond. Holy crap. You're telling me that this Andre Drummond couldn't have been present all season. 3-ball from Simons. Hits another one back-to-back. 58-54. You're telling me that Andre Drummond couldn't have done this all season long. Drummond again lays it up. This time he gets smacked to the ground by Klingon. Klingon's pissed because he's getting worked by Andre Drummond. He is getting worked by Andre Drummond. I am convinced that Andre Drummond has a clone and he has been tied up in the back of the Sixers facility for the last 3 months because this Andre Drummond is not what we have seen. $2 super chat. Kalik and Luke says Drummond on drugs? ? He might be. First free throw miss. Maybe maybe he took some. I don't know. This is crazy, man. All right, guys, we need 29 more likes. Who's going to get us to 200, man? Come on, I know you guys are out there. I know we could do it. Hit those thumbs up, man. Hit those thumbs up. Rachel says, yo, Drummond. Yeah, what the heck is going on with Andre Drummond? This guy is going nuts right now. Free throw is good. 1 for 2 at the line. I just can't fathom how good Andre Drummond is playing right now. He has looked like the worst center in the league all season. Layup for Simons, gets it to fall. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Tyrese Maxey finds Drummond, hands it off. Maxey around a screen. Maybe Drummond's playing for a new contract. Maxey, Drummond, turns, spins, Drummond, out to Maxey, the teardropper. Can't get it. Drummond, the rebound again, floats it up. Yo. I hate you, Andre Drummond. And I was really big on the Drummond signing, but this is not the time for it, bro. This is not the time for it, Dre. 16 and 11 for Drummond. Here's Shaedon Sharpe, going to find Anthony Simons against Maxey. He steps back, a deep 3, off the rim. Edwards pushing the pace. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Edwards crossing, drives mid-range. Edwards missed it. Yabusele pushing the back. Nothing? You're standing there watching it. Okay. $2 super chat. Khalik and Luke says, what is up with Maxey? Please explain it to me. Here, I'll explain it to you in just a second. Tyrese Maxey has 2 messed up fingers on his shooting hand. He can't put his fingers on the basketball because they hurt so bad. That's what's up with Tyrese Maxey. Simple as that. Has 2 injured fingers. He's not taping them. Yeah, bro. So anyway, we're at halftime. The Sixers lead it 61-56. Once again, as we begin another week here, a lot of games in March, the 76ers begin a 4-game week. They have a back-to-back. They play the Wolves tomorrow night, Blazers tonight. The Blazers have won 4 out of their last 5 games. They almost beat the Cavs yesterday. And in a game where Tyrese Maxey is 2 for 12 and Quentin Grimes is 2 for 8, you have Andre Drummond playing like he's the best center in the NBA. I am fully convinced that Andre Drummond has been tied up in the back of the Sixers facility for the last 3 months, and he finally got let loose. That's the only answer here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Sixers Halftime Live. 61-56. We don't really want the Sixers to win games, but now they're going to mess around and do it just because the young guys are playing. I told you all season the young guys are better, and they are hooping right now. The Sixers young guys are playing their butts off. So welcome into the show. Sixers Game Day Live presented by National University. Ladies and gentlemen, drop one word in the chat right now. One word in the chat right now to describe this game. I want to know what you guys think. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the mods. Ladies and gentlemen, the superstar of the night so far is Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond. Give me one word in the chat right now to describe this Sixers team, this game. Give me one word in the chat. Give me one word in the chat. My word of the night is investigation. Investigation. We can talk about this game. You know, Maxey's struggling again. His fingers bothering him, blah, blah, blah. We can talk about all that. The Sixers are 9 for 26 from 3, 34%. Blazers not that much better. The Blazers on a second of a back-to-back. They played in overtime yesterday against the Cavs. But all that aside, man, the story of the game has been Andre Drummond and how just absolutely ridiculous he looks right now. Like, good ridiculous. Simons has 13. Kamara's 4 for 4 with 9 points. Klingon's getting absolutely worked by Drummond. And Duop Reith with 8 points. Shaedon Sharpe with 8. Scoot Henderson struggling. Denny Avdia has been the guy who's been struggling, who's been playing really well for the Blazers over their, win stretch here. But all that aside, man, the only thing I want to talk about at this halftime is how insane Drummond is. I mean, I'm seeing Drummond down here, very crisp chest passes. I'm seeing him move around like he just dropped 20 pounds. He's putting up these hook shots. He had a poster, almost had like 3 of them in the first half. He's out-rebounding Klingon by a mile. Klingon had 6 boards. Drummond had 11 in the first half. This is the Andre Drummond that the Chicago Bulls had last season. This is the Drummond that the Sixers tried to trade for last year and that they signed in the offseason. So my word of the first half is investigation, because there has to be an investigation as to whether Andre Drummond has been tied up in the back of the Sixers facility. I mean, like, who is this guy? Who is he? 16, 11, 1 assist, 2 steals? He's been playing great defense for the most part. I mean, a couple possessions, he was ball watching, but he's moving the ball well. He's helping initiate offense, dribble handoffs. Just, he's everywhere, man. Did his toe magically heal? I don't know. I thought Adem Bona gave some quality 3 minutes there as well. Lonnie Walker, 8 points off the bench, 3 boards, 2 assists. He's playing well. Maybe things will turn in the second half. The Blazers, like I said, are trying to win games, but man. And I hate that people are going to use this game to talk about Tyrese Maxey, but like I said, Maxey shouldn't even be out there. He's injured very badly. Anyway, that's my take of the first half. One word in the chat. Let's see. We have confusion, says Andrew. Tori says despair. Adam says surprising. Clint says disheartening. My client stinks. Mystifying. Junior says bittersweet. Bear says bipolar. Adam says blah. Sixer Sam bleh. Nothing. Clones. Phoenix. Revealing. Investigation. Meritless. Mystifying. Get Maxey off the floor. There's only one word to describe you. Oh, Joe G. Joe G. Wow. Came in here to hate on RB. Well, guess what, Joe G? You just helped push our show around, man. Joe G. You're still here commenting in my chat. What a guy, man. What a guy. Let's give it up for Joe G. Let's give it up for Joe G. Fraud. Who else we got? Drummond. Sirianni. Maybe Nick Sirianni's the good luck charm, man. I really think it's the City Edition jerseys. Man. Every time they wear these City Edition jerseys, they start cooking. Where's my mods at, man? This guy Joe out of here. Get him out of here. See you, buddy. I was going to say Drummond in even shots. Drummond. 21, 22, Drummond all over again. Drummond's going crazy, man. Drummond has the Spectrum spirit. He's crazy, man. Yeah, shout out to Andre Drummond. Guys, be sure you're following the platform on all different social medias. We got Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow us everywhere. We got the Shadow Watchers in the chat. We got the Hate Watchers. Look, at the end of the day, you guys are growing the show. So whether you hate me, love me, you're here regardless. And we continue to boom no matter what. That's what we do every single game. 250 in the chat. Get us to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up. We got the second half coming up. Sixers had 18 assists on 25 made shots. They were moving the ball well, hitting their shots early on. Only 3 free throw attempts for the Sixers. Interesting. Let's see, how many turnovers? Only 2 turnovers. Took care of the basketball. Maxey understood the assignment. I agree. Vic says Maxey got the memo. He got the memo, all right, but the rest of the team doesn't care. The rest of the team's like, screw your tank, man. But yeah, there needs to be an investigation, man, because Andre Drummond has turned back into the old Andre Drummond tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go take a little halftime break, I want to know from you down in the comments right now, do you want the 76ers to win this game? Yes or no? Do you want the 76ers to keep playing well and win this game? Yes or no? Yes or no? Shout out to all the great channel members. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ryan says 10 seed, here we come. Wade says keep sharing the rock. AG, what's up, my man? Levi says you fools cannot allow OKC to get that first round pick. You're a fool. Don't come in here calling us fools, man. Don't call us fools. Dang, bro. People just hate on me, don't they, man? Is what it is. I'm used to it by now. Rollins says a lot of players that want new contracts. That's a good point. They're going to make sure OKC gets the 7th pick. Ever since the Sixers shut down, see, this is how ass backwards the 76ers are, right? Daryl Morey comes out. He says, we're going to make a playoff push, squint, and you can see us winning the championship, right? Then the Sixers lose 8 games in a row. Then the Sixers come out and they rule Joel Embiid out for the season, and now they win. Now they win 2 in a row, maybe. That's how backwards the 76ers are. They make no sense, and they're ridiculous, man. They are ridiculous. The emotional roller coaster this season has been just wild. It's been wild, man. It's wild, man. Maybe the Sixers are just better because all the young guys get to touch the ball. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. All the young guys get to actually touch the ball and be involved in the offense. Maybe we're on to something here, man. Maybe we're on to something. $2 super chat. Philly for life says, heck no. What is the point? Exactly. Ooh, the call-ins tonight are going to be interesting, man. The callers tonight, they're going to be pissed off at RB, but that's what we do. The Sixers are going to start winning games now, man. They're going to start winning games. It's crazy, man. AG says, I'm stuck on the fence. No and yes. Well, you better unlatch yourself from the fence, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? You guys think this team can go to the playoffs and beat the Cavs or Celtics? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. All right, guys, we'll see what happens in the second half. We'll be back here momentarily. We'll see if Andre Drummond continues to play like prime Andre Drummond, and we'll see if the Sixers can win the game. But at least they're making it interesting. They are making it interesting. They're making it interesting, man. We'll talk about it all. We'll cover the second half, and of course, the post-game show coming up later tonight as well. Go to the merch store. Check out the merch if you guys want to go cop some merch. Support the brand, become a channel member. We'll be back momentarily. All right, man, we are back as the second half just begun. Portland drills a 3, and they are striking first as we are into the third quarter. Yabu hands it off. Maxey, Yabu for 3, can't answer. Klingon pokes it away. Here come the Blazers. Monday night game in South Philly here in the beginning of March. Simons down the lane, up and in, and we have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a tie game, 5-0 run for the Blazers. Here's Quentin Grimes. He turns, spins. Drummond lays it up, missed it. Maybe it's in now. Maybe the tank is in now. Blazers again. This time the layup is missed. Welcome on into the Game Day Live show. We are back, and a foul on the floor. Shaden Sharp. All right, chat, let's get active, man. What's up, everybody? Let's go. Let's go. Woo. Who is going to win this basketball game? Who is going to win this basketball game? They got Chris Collinsworth on the phone? Oh, heck no. Heck no. Another shot from Portland. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. They're going to call that a deep 2. Blazers on a 7-0 run to begin the second half. Here's Andre Drummond. Drummond wings it out to Yabu. Yabu bumped by Denny Avdia. Blazers are on fire, man. They're on fuego. Fuego. They are on fuego. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we feeling, man? How are we feeling? Maxey going to dribble, drive downhill, steps back. Maxey, Grimes around a screen. Grimes at the corner. Yabusele pump fake. Yabu drives all the way in, and he is fouled. Grimes fouled en route to the basket. Why is Chris Collinsworth on the phone, man? Why is he on the phone? Yabusele at the line. Taking his good old time. First one missed. Come on, man. Come on, Gershon. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, Gershon? Second one at the line. Got it to bounce in. Luckily, 1 for 2. Guys, question in the chat. Who do you think's going to win the NBA Finals? Who would be your favorite right now? Who would be your pick to win the NBA Finals? Here's Anthony Simons at the top. He's going to cross over, working against Edwards. Here's Klingon. Turns, spins. Klingon against Drummond. Got the hook shot. Who do you guys think is going to win the NBA Finals? Do you think Daryl might be fired this offseason? There's a possibility. There is. Blazers steal it away again. Simons blows right past Edwards, up and in. Yo, the Sixers are getting outworked here in the first couple of minutes. It is 14-3. Holy smokes. Grimes going to drive in. Drummond the floater. Got it. Drummond the answer. Sixers got to wake up here, man. Sixers got to wake up. Avdia going to drive, kick back. Simons again. Oh, he's on a heater. Anthony Simons is on a heater, man. Looked like he was emerging into a superstar. Then he hit a little bit of a wall, but still on a pretty good contract. Anthony Simons is cooking tonight. Drummond with this crazy chest pass to the corner. Yabusele drives in, and he's fouled by Denny Avdia. Sheesh, man. A lot of people think OKC are the Celtics. Yeah, I think those are good picks. Don't discount the Cavs, though, man. Don't discount the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs have been playing good. So they did not call that as a shooting foul? Are you kidding me? Here's Yabusele in the corner. 4, 3. Turns baseline on the drop step. Finds Edwards. Edwards ran into Drummond. Puts it up short. All right, I think we got the other clone back. Kamara misses a wide open layup. Klingon gets it back. He goes up. Missed the layup again. What? And it's out on Klingon. Sixers basketball. Yo, Donovan Klingon, what the heck was that? My man just missed a wide open layup. Kamara missed one too. Yo. Bro, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Hey, yo. Maybe we got the Drummond back that we were seeing for the last couple months. Honestly. Maybe we got that Drummond back because, bro, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, bro. Oh, man. All right, guys, we need 5 more likes. Who's going to get us to the big 200? We do this every single game, ladies and gentlemen. Pre-game, live game, and post-game show right here. We try to keep you entertained. I know it's been tough watching this team, but we still have fun, and I appreciate the community. I really appreciate everybody just constantly showing up, showing some support, showing some love, man. Is Houston going to cover 11.5 tonight? Who are they playing? Let's see. Who are the Rockets playing? Playing the Thunder? I actually think they will. I kind of feel like they will. As long as nobody is as long as nobody's injured. I don't know who's exactly playing, but I just feel like they will. Let's see. Dang, we got a lot of shadow watchers in the chat tonight, man. What's up, guys? Drop some comments. Maybe I'll just go back to not reading the chat that much. J-Love says OKC or Cavs. Khalik says, who is your GOAT? My GOAT? Michael Jordan. Jarrett says, did Maxey get hurt? He's been hurt, man. He's been hurt. He's got a finger injury. He's playing through it. Paul George has a groin injury. Kelly Oubre is out with a sickness. Everybody's out. Embiid's out for the season. Baller says, RB, you should rep the hat of every team the Sixers play here on out to root for the tank. If I had all those hats, maybe I would. Maybe I would. Rollins says, I leave the chat. Sixers start losing. Sorry, I am back. All Rollins' fault. Dom says, Golden State winning it all. That's an underrated pick. That's an underrated pick, man. Tari Eason is out for Houston. I still feel like they can cover, though. I still feel like they can cover. So far, the Sixers look like the tank is on. Looks like they got told at halftime to start playing bad. Quentin Grimes goes in for an easy layup. Robert says, what has gotten into Andre Drummond? I feel like they had his clone out here in the first or in the second half now, but the real Andre Drummond came out in the first half. But that Drummond has been tied up in the back of the facility for all season, apparently, because Simons again, Anthony Simons is cooking right now. Can we get Anthony Simons? Quentin Grimes downhill, dumps it, Drummond wide open, easy lay-in, 73-68. Tori Jones is praying for a Sixers W. What's up, Tori? Shout out to my guy Tori in the chat. Yeah, we're praying for a Blazers W, man. Sixers fans, the people that understand, we don't want to win any more games, so we definitely do not want to win. In the first half, it looked like we were on pace to win, but last game we won. We can't afford to win any more games. We can't. 7th worst record right now. We're trying to get up to number 5 or 6 again. There's no point in making the playoffs, just being honest. Turnaround, spin, fade. Simons missed it. Rebounded by the Blazers. Here's a second opportunity. Klingon tried to throw it down over Drummond, and he was fouled. Ryan Pumper says, let's go Blazers. Rollins. RB, do you want the Sixers to lose? Yeah, I do. I don't want to win any more games. This season has been atrocious. I hate that I have to root for them to lose, but their pick is top 6 protected, which means if it falls in the top 6, it will remain with the Sixers. And if not, they will not have a first-round pick. And it will go to OKC. So the only way you're upgrading this team right now is if you get a top 6 pick. Unless you can trade Embiid and Paul George, both of them, clear up a bunch of money, even that's going to be way too hard. This team is stuck right now. And who knows if Embiid's going to even be ready for next season. Quentin Grimes working against Shaden Sharp. Grimes with the left hand. Maxey pummels over Kamara. Here's Maxey, receives it, drives all the way in, reverse layup. Dude, Maxey is just... he is down on the ground. Maxey is hurt. Maxey's down again. This time he's holding his hip. I don't know why Maxey's even out, man. Why is he even out on the floor? There's absolutely no reason to have this guy playing right now. Tori says, know the feeling too well. Yeah, unfortunately, the Blazers have been stuck. Maxey's now down. He's slow to get up. Hurt even more. Maxey kind of went right into clinging. I mean, now you're going to get him hurt even more. Now you're going to get Maxey hurt even more. I mean, this team is so stupid, man. I know you want the Sixers to lose to tank. For the sake of basketball, it would suck to see Cooper Flagg end up on a team like the Sixers. Wouldn't advance his career at all. What does that even mean, dude? Is that a serious comment? So you think Cooper Flagg on the Wizards is going to do anything for his career? Come on, man. What I want to see as a basketball fan, taking my own perspective out of it, Cooper Flagg with Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain? Of course I would. Do I want to see him with the dog crap Wizards? No. What about the dog crap Nets? Teams that haven't contended in how long? And they're not going to compete for 10 years. Come on, man. That's a bad take. That's a bad take. Busy B says, of course, shaking my head. Judica says, what's up? Guys, can we get a little, instead of dropping a yes, sir, can we get a little prayer going in the chat? Can we get the prayer emoji for Tyrese Maxey, who's now down on the floor? Maxey is now down as well. I mean, this is, you just can't even draw up how bad this season is. No reason to have Maxey out here right now. Ridiculous, man. I'm going to drop the yes, sir. You guys drop the prayers in the chat for Tyrese Maxey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Waking up the damn neighbors. I'm pissed. Maxey better be okay. If this organization hurt Tyrese Maxey, if this organization hurt Maxey, I'm done. If Maxey's hurt, maybe this is what we needed. Get him off the floor for the rest of the season. Yes, sir. Bro, I hate this team, man. I mean, this is... Maxey just went back to the locker room, bro. This team is so stupid, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. This team is so stupid, bro. But hey, you guys want to win games, right? You want to win games. Now Maxey's back in the locker room. I mean, jeez, bro. Brooklyn Knicks fan, this organization sucks like URB. Wow, what a great comment from a Brooklyn Knicks fan. Brooklyn Knicks, I mean, first off, I really don't want to roast this guy. A Knicks fan in Brooklyn sounds like a loser name to begin with. Second off, you come in every stream into my chat. Some of you guys just need hobbies, bro. Some of you guys need hobbies. Simple as that. Y'all come in here religiously to hate on my chat on a Monday night. Do you know what you could be doing right now? Yes, sir. Mods aren't even here, bro. We need more mods, man. That's what's going on. My mods have disappeared too because this team blows. And you got losers like a Brooklyn Knicks fan. I don't know what's more fraudulent, the Knicks or a Brooklyn Knicks fan, bro. Monday night, bro. You're sitting here on a Monday night. Crazy. Crazy. Drummond going to miss the second free throw off by a wide margin, but the Sixers track it down. 3-ball from Doughton, got it to go. Brooklyn Knicks fan, see you later. Scoot Henderson going to cross over, drive, spin, kick back. Denny Avdia drives, lays it up and in. Tough finish. $2 super chat from Philly for Life says, boy is just hating. Why would flag not be good for us? $2 super chat. Shizzo Flex says, we owe Brooklyn our first next year to top 8 protected. Yeah, we do. We do. Drummond off the pick and roll, drives up off the bank, missed it. But we do have 2 first rounders in 2028. Avdia all the way, goes up, rolled off the rim. Here's Jeff Doughton Jr. Doughton going to drive downhill. Drummond floats it up, missed it. Actually, no, we owe Brooklyn our first in 2027. 2026, we have a first. 2027, it goes to Brooklyn, top 8. And then 2028, we have 2 first-round picks. One is the Clippers unprotected. But, yeah. $10 super chat from Cole. Thank you, my man. He says, because at least on a team like the Nets, they will build around him. Sixers always make it a Joel or Maxey first team and toss flag in there to get lost in the Sixers forever drama. Okay, so I hear what you're saying now. I get the perspective you're coming from with it. I'll respond here in a second. I'll respond here in 1 second. Jeff Doughton coming around a screen from Drummond. Doughton against Scoot Henderson. Kicks it up to Justin Edwards. Edwards crosses, dribbles, drives. Edwards up, blocked, but a goaltend. So, Colb, I hear what you're saying, man. But I think that your perspective is under the notion that the Sixers are going to keep running this out here with Paul George and Joel Embiid every single year. I'm operating under the mindset that I don't even know if Joel Embiid is going to be back for most of the season next year. I don't know, depending on when he gets the surgery. And if Daryl Morey is smart enough, he's going to try to trade Paul George this summer. Who knows if it'll happen? But I mean, it's tough, you know, because Cooper Flag, like, he could make some noise. He could wake people up, but it's all about the opportunity with these young guys. Another 3-ball missed by the Blazers, picked up by Yabusele, right? Like, if Maxey McCain and Cooper Flag start making a ton of noise next year, I mean, can you really sit these guys and play all the old guys? No, right? I mean, that's what our logic tells us, but who knows what they're actually going to do. Grimes drives. He was grabbed by Scoot Henderson. Going to be a Fallon scoot. But yeah, look, Cooper Flagg, I'd much rather see him on the Sixers than like the Wizards. The Wizards are just going to waste any draft pick they get. Yeah, if we have any people in here that are constantly in here every game that want to be moderators and help keep the chat clean, let me know, man, so we can add more, because we got to keep losers like the Brooklyn Knicks guy out of here. I don't got time for people coming in here to hate, bro. I mean, look, we got hate watchers. It is what it is. When you have haters, you're doing something right. But there's just a ton of them flooding in here because the Sixers are so bad. And I'm trying to actually read the good comments from the diehard fans. So I'm trying to like actually read the good comments, but you know, a lot of streamers go through this when they get these weirdos that come in here. Like they don't want to read the chat, you know? They don't want to read the chat because of the weirdos. Scoot Henderson at the top, guarded by Jeff Doughton Jr. One bounce. Here's Avdia, kicks it back. Kamara drives in through the legs. Kamara to the rim, reverse leg, got it. But Kolb, I can appreciate your insight on that, man. I don't want to see any top picks go to the Wizards or the Nets, honestly. Nice floater, man. Quentin Grimes has a bag. He's got a deep bag. Avdia misses 2 layups. Couldn't get it to fall. Robert says, based on the strength of remaining schedule, Portland and Brooklyn have the best chance of finishing with better records than the Sixers. I just think the Sixers have too many good young players that they're going to be playing. Yabu, bounce pass. What a cut by Grimes, man. Now the Sixers are back on a run here. 80-79 is the score. Here is Anthony Simons, guarded by Ricky Council. He's going to drive into the paint, swings it out to the corner, tapped away by Lonnie Walker, going to stay with Portland. Do you guys think the Sixers are going to get the top 6 pick, though? What do you think? What do you think? Give me your honest thoughts. Give me your honest thoughts. Yeah, I'm going to add some more mods soon because our mods have been absent. I'm not a fan or a hater. I'm here to discuss the NBA. Appreciate you being here, man. One bounce out the Banton. He's going to drive. I'm sorry, that's Chris Murray. Fouled en route to the basket. Michelle, new sub. What's up, Michelle? Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. If Stephen A becomes president, don't be shocked if the Knicks go to the finals. Stephen A is not becoming president, and the Knicks are not going to the finals. Knew the Sixers would make a comeback when I started watching. Sixers for Life says maybe. Yes, too many good young players. Let's go get the play-in spot and go on a run. We're not going on a run, man. So if you guys are just tapping in, man, I'm RB. I cover the Sixers, the NBA. We do this every game. Pre-game, live game, post-game. Right here. 3 to 4 hour live stream. We give you all the coverage. Try to read out the great comments in the chat. We have a nice little community going here, but we do have a lot of trolls in the house, man. So try to get some more mods. Keep the weeds out. I'm a lover, not a hater. Don't let the haters get to you. I appreciate it, man. You're right. I shouldn't let the haters get to me because I've got people hating on me for the last 5 years, and all I do is continue to climb up, man. All we do is continue to grow this platform with all your guys' support. So you're right. We can't let the haters get to us, man. By the way, we got 330 people in the chat, 220 likes. Get us to 300 likes, man. Get us to 300 likes. Yes, sir. Busy B says, speaking of the Knicks, did you see that bum Mitchell Robinson take out Khalil Ware? I did not see that. I did not. I got to check that out. What did he do? Because, you know, Knicks fans, they were, Knicks fans are just, I can't even believe Knicks fans, man. They're just so classless and gutless and lifeless. They're like, yeah, Mitchell Robinson came back on the same day Joel Embiid's out for the season. Justice is served. Bunch of loser comments. Other 3-ball. Missed by Portland. They get a third attempt, and Chris Murray puts it in. 3-point lead for the Blazers. We got a tight game here in South Philly. Grimes dribbles to the basket, lost it. Here come the Portland Trailblazers. Wings it up the floor. Denny Avdia with the one-handed jam. The tomahawk with the enforcement. Denny Avdia. I did not see him try to injure Khalil Ware. I'm going to check that out, though. Lonnie Walker at the top. Here's Gershon Yabusele. Doughton drives into the paint, up and in. Back to a 3-point game, 84-81. Here's Anthony Simons. He's been on fire tonight. Doo-wop Reith wide open. Cha-ching. Doo-wop Reith. Yo, Doo-wop Reith, man. Doo-wop Reith is cooking. Lonnie Walker step back 3. That one off the mark. 6-point lead for the Blazers. Here they come again. Scoot Henderson crosses, drives, downhill, up and in. Wade says, second you say game, immediate Portland run. Portland 4 for 6 from 3 in this quarter. Sixers 0 for 2. Doughton down the lane goes up. That one rolls right off the railing. Portland extending the gap. Here come the Blazers. Avdia gets plucked. Grimes the board. Down low. Doughton takes it out to the corner. Yabusele counsel for 3. Wide open, missed it. The Sixers have gone ice cold. They can't do anything. Sixers are getting absolutely whopped in this corner. 340 people in the chat. Can we get this to 300 likes, man? That's our goal. That's our goal. Can we get it to 300? Hit that thumbs up button. 30 seconds to go. Here in the third. Step back. Simons. He's fouled. I just hope Tyrese Maxey's okay, man, because now he's out in the freaking locker room. I mean, come on, man. Come on. First one good at the line for Simons. Watch the clip. He took out his leg in a dirty play. I got to see that, Busy B. I got to see that. Knicks fans are the type to make fun of the Sixers for bouncing in the second round and get cocky when they do the same thing. Knicks fans haven't won longer than the Sixers. Knicks fans are delusional, man. Do you think Scoot is overhyped? I guess so. I think he's just a little bit undersized, and I know he dealt with some injuries, but I guess he's just undersized. Like, they were talking about Scoot and Wemby. Scoot Henderson, he just doesn't look like he doesn't look like the guy, you know? Ban says it sucks we're losing, but this seems like a win. Adem Bona back in the game. Quentin Grimes guarded by Kamara. Bona going to get called for an illegal screen. Let's go, man. Get these likes up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, the Knicks fans, the Knicks are frauds this year, man. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Here comes Shaedon Sharpe back in the game. Chris Murray will head to the bench. 17 seconds to go here in the third. Shot clock unplugged. Nothing on Maxey. I don't think he's returning. I mean, he definitely should not return tonight, but I don't know if, he shouldn't even play the rest of the season, man. 5 seconds to go. Here is Simons. He's going to drive through 2, go up, missed it at the buzzer, and no good. That'll take us to the end of the third. The Sixers get absolutely ran off the floor in the third quarter. They lose that quarter by 15 points. 35-20. Ladies and gentlemen, drop it in the chat right now. Do you think the Sixers have any chance to win this game? Yes or no? Do the Sixers have any chance to win this game? Yes or no? Before I give you my thoughts on that, I got to give another shout out to our great partner of the show all season long. It is National University. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to go back to school and you don't necessarily have the time or the opportunity or the space in your schedule, you got to check out National University. They are a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible schooling programs. Like I said, you're trying to balance a job, maybe a kid, family stuff, and you want to go back to school. NU is perfect. They have 4 and 8 week courses that allow you to start sooner and finish faster. They offer 150 different degree programs, and they understand that when you start or return to higher ed, you're not just a student, but a parent, caretaker, employee, and more. They give you the support to balance your life. National University is a veteran-founded university, and they awarded $50 million plus in scholarships just in the last year. So if you're interested in checking out their flexible curriculum and program offerings, click the link down in the description or the live chat and get more information today. They'll even reach out to you. They'll reach out directly with some good information. Like I said, they offer a ton of financial assistance. So check them out. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer as well. Just like watching the Sixer games, man. You could be going to school while watching the Sixers games. Not that you want to do that anymore this season. Let's see, man. Josh says not a chance. Rollins says yes. Busy Bee says no. Once again, I want to shout out all the great members in the chat, man. Thank you guys for being here all the time. Clint says, just lost my membership mid-game. Money didn't go through in the bank. They better have a good explanation for me. First thing in the morning, I'll be back. Clint, that's crazy, man. They're out here taking it away from you like that. Justice for Clint, man. RIP to Clint, man. Dang. Tyrese Maxey has a back contusion and will not return. Tyrese Maxey has a back contusion. Ladies and gentlemen, should they sit Tyrese Maxey for the season? Yes or no? Yes or no? Should they sit him for the rest of the season? Rob says, can the Sixers keep Oubre, Yabu, and Grimes? I got to look into that. I think it is possible since they have Grimes as bird rights. They should be able to. Oubre, he's got a second-year player option. Good of a discount for Oubre. Grimes, got to see what that number is. But Yabusele, they should have been able to create the flexibility to keep all three. Do you guys think they're going to keep Quentin Grimes? It has to be a yes, right? They have to keep Quentin Grimes. They have to. 3 ball from Simons. Bro, this guy cannot miss. Almost forgot we played today. Wish I did. LMAO. Seeker, what's going on, man? Good thing Seeker showed up. All of our other mods have disappeared, and the trolls have been crazy tonight, man. Here's Justin Edwards. Drives downhill, finds Bona. Turns, spins, puts it up, missed it. And if you guys are just tuning into this game, you might as well forget about it because Tyrese Maxey got injured again. Anthony Simons has 30. Sixers are getting smoked right now. 3 ball from Portland. Like I said, man, there was no reason to win that game the other night. No reason to win that game the other night. Edwards drives into the paint, up and in. This is, if you want the Sixers to lose, this is a good run by the Blazers right here. Yeah, we play again tomorrow. We'll be back, Wade. Wade, am I a sicko? Am I psycho for this team, Wade? We're live streaming every game the rest of the season. We live stream every game, man. Am I psychotic? Chris Murray off the pick and roll wide open. I'll tell you what, though, man. This is the first season that we've had to live stream when the team obviously is not doing anything. And the fact that we still have a lot of people in here, man, hundreds of people tapping in is really nice. So appreciate you guys being here. Jeff Doughton around the screen. He's going to pull up. Got it. I don't know how long our postgame will be tonight since we do play tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. Gelt says, want to listen to your feedback about anything. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Duop Reith going to find Anthony Simons again. This time he missed it. Murray the rebound. Did they sit Andre Drummond? Did Drummond get benched because he was playing too good? Gelt, I appreciate the nice comment, man. And just because of that, I guess I'm going to give myself a shameless plug. But if you guys are new to this show, man, I'm RB. I cover the Sixers and the NBA on this channel. If you go to A to Z Sports Philly, I cover the NFL and the Eagles. I'm on Bleacher Report every Thursday and Friday, 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern time, respectively. And I do a bunch of content, man, on all platforms. So check us out. The tank is back on, baby. Jeff Doughton Jr. Jeff Doughton guarded by Duop Reith. Doughton going to find Edwards, and it's stolen away. Here come the Blazers. Shaden Sharp all the way up and in, and he's fouled and one. Yes, sir. And one. And one. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Maxey better be okay. Got a 40% chance of Sixers keeping the first pick. Or keeping the first round pick. We'll see, man. All right, guys. Drop me some questions in the chat. Any questions? This game has turned into the tankathon. So in my opinion, this is going exactly how we need it to go. This is how we need it to go. No, I don't like rooting for the team to lose. We've been over that millions of times now, but we're trying to keep that first round pick. I don't think the Nets play tonight, right? We'll look at the standings here in a second. Lonnie Walker for 3. He drills it. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Here's the standings. Portland up by 11. Here is Shaden Sharp. He's going to cross over, step back, 2. Got it. What a shot by Shaden Sharp. Blazers fan here, just giving you a thanks for covering the game proper. You're good at what you do. Davis, thank you so much, man. Any Blazers fans in the chat? Would love to hear from you. We welcome all fans on this channel, not just Sixer fans. So welcome. Thank you for being here. So welcome to the family, man. Here is Chris Murray. Banton finds Duop Reith. Reith drives into the paint, up and in. That guy's got the coolest name in the league, man. RB, I think nationally televised games on Saturday night, they just played at a higher level. Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. Part of it was Jimmy Butler not playing. Walker floats it up. Can't get it to go. Portland up by 13. Shaden Sharp goes up. Yo, if we have any Blazers fans, I would love to hear from you in the chat about your team. Like, what do you think the Blazers need to do in order to get back to contention? Where do you think they've gone wrong? Grimes floats it up. That's short. The Sixers are back in tank mode, man. Here is Shaden Sharp. Sharp going to step back against Doughton for 3. That's short. Picked up by Justin Edwards. Here come the 76ers. Edwards down the lane, up and in. Tough finish. Philly for life, $2 super chat says, glad we're finally going to lose a game. Maxey is hurt. That's the downside of this whole thing. Even though it might end up being good. It might be good. Not that Maxey's hurt, but now they hopefully will be forced to sit him the rest of the season. Hopefully they will sit him the rest of the season. Paul George has a groin injury. Maxey's got another injury. I mean, just sit these guys, man. Just sit these guys. Let's see. Tori says, what's your opinion on Daryl Morey? He's a good drafter. It feels like that's all he's good for. Well, I've been a Morey supporter for a while, but I think where Morey's faults are at, and look, I'm not trying to sound like I'm defending him here, because I'm not. I do think there's some things with the Sixers that may not be fully in his control. And I also think there's just weird coincidences that don't happen that often. Like a player being so utterly, absolutely ridiculously bad. However, where Daryl Morey went wrong, in my opinion, was allowing Tobias Harris to play out his entire 5-year contract. To me, that is the one fatal flaw, or the initial fatal flaw from Daryl Morey. Because Joel Embiid was in his prime. He was having MVP numbers. And Daryl Morey should have traded Tobias. He should have got some value back, whatever it is, even cleared up some cap space and got a couple better players. Because I think you had a chance, man. And Tobias was just so bad. And you let him play out the whole contract. And not even that. You like defended Tobias in these weird ways too. So I think, that was like the weird thing. It was like the emotional attachment for Daryl Morey, in my opinion. Adam says, I'm a Blazers fan. We need a real leader. Denny is good, but he's not a real leader. We need a dominant player to build around. I'm just going to hope and pray that this is the game that forces the Sixers' hand in a way as Kamara misses the 3 ball. I hope this is the game that forces the Sixers' hand and just resting Maxey the rest of the year and, all that stuff as Drummond comes back in and lays one in. 250 likes. Get us to 300, man. We're halfway there. Do me a favor, guys. Get us up to 300. That way we can push this show out to more viewers. You guys have been fantastic again tonight. Thank you for being here. I know it's not fun watching this team most of the time. Here's Scoot Henderson. He's going to drive, turn. Henderson out to Avdia. Wide open triple. Missed it again. Drummond the rebound. Sixers, you guys got to chill, man. Don't start doing this now. Grimes, Edwards, wide open 3, and he hits it again. 8-point game. $2 super chat. Philly for life says Maxey and McCain just came too late in Embiid's prime. That, but they also didn't surround Embiid with the right talent early on. Illegal screen on the Blazers. This is crazy. The Sixers might win. The Sixers might win. You should have never allowed. First off, again, as I've said this for many years, if you've been a watcher of this channel, you know. I truly believe that Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid would have won a championship together. I mean, Butler had 2 finals runs. If he was with Joel Embiid, they would have won 1 championship, at least. So that was another fatal flaw by this team's front office as the Sixers miss. Here are the Blazers again. You signed Al Horford, Tobias. You traded away Mikal Bridges. There's so many things, man. Clinging easy one under the basket. You just didn't give Joel Embiid the right supporting cast. You didn't give him the right supporting cast. And then you let Tobias play his whole 5-year contract out and tease the fans about crumble cookies and all that. Walker drives, goes up. He's fouled by Scoot. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I think that Daryl, I don't think all of it's on Daryl Morey. I think injuries and all that play a part, but I just think his love affair for Tobias Harris is just, it's inexcusable. And then he gave all the cap space to Paul George. So that's kind of where we're at. But I do think in general, like in totality, if you look at the NBA this year, right? All of the teams with the top 3s, right? The big 3s have all failed. Because that is what the new CBA, that's what the NBA is now pushing towards. They're pushing towards, 2-star teams with a bunch of young players. The Phoenix Suns, terrible. Sixers, terrible. It's because when one of your big three gets hurt, you have no way to really upgrade your roster because those guys take up 70, 80% of the cap. Grimes stole it away, and then he had it plucked. Here are the Blazers step back. Simons can't get it to go. Klingon rebounds it and then puts it back in over Drummond. Yo, what happened to Andre Drummond in the second half? Did they bring back his twin? They might have brought back his twin in the second half because he's been brutal since the first half. Here's Yabusele going to find Quentin Grimes. Spots up for three. Too much on it. Grimes not on. He's not on fire tonight. Shaedon Sharpe for three. Missed it. Kamari tracks it down. Kicks it out. Blazers reset. 10 on the shot clock. Denny Avdia drives. Kicks. Simons over to Kamara for three. Off again. The Blazers can't put this one away. Blazers can't put this one away. 10-point game, 4 minutes to go. Grimes downhill. Grimes going to turn, spin. Dumps it to Drummond. He gets hit. This time he puts it back and puts it through. It's an 8-point game for the 76ers. Riaz, $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. Says, RB, do you personally want Daryl Morey to stay on? I'm going to answer that in just a second. We got kind of a cardiac game here in Philly. Avdia gets plucked, picks it back up. 4 on the shot clock. Turns, spins, dumps it down. Klingon wide open for an easy layup. We got a timeout on the floor. Guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. 330 people in here. Get us to 300 likes. We are almost there. Thank you all for being here every single game. Sixers Game Day live show presented by National University. Riaz, do you want Daryl Morey to stay on? So Daryl Morey has been a very good drafter for the most part. Like he's hit on a lot of guys. He missed on the Jaden Springer pick, but he's drafted very well. I wouldn't mind him in a draft role. And honestly, I think it depends. Here's what it depends on, Riaz. Here's what it depends on. I would like to know who gave Joel Embiid that contract extension. In my opinion, whoever gave Joel Embiid that 3-year additional contract extension needs to be fired. If that was Daryl Morey's call, then he needs to go. If that was Joshua Harris, he needs to go. We don't really know. But if Daryl Morey stays on, do I think it would be the worst thing in the world? No, because he's good at drafting and also because he's not the type of GM that wants to tank for 5 years. So he's the type of guy that's going to hopefully find a way to trade these guys. But then again, like, I think it all comes down to the ownership. The ownership is the one that's constantly preaching this message of like, hey, we can still compete. We can do this. They're going to try to sell us this product next year. So I would like to know the hierarchy in terms of who has what say in what, if that makes sense. I feel like Daryl Morey would be the type to try to trade Paul George this summer. But you know what's crazy? I also feel like Daryl Morey's going to be the type of GM to try to take a bit of a shortcut. Like I said, he doesn't want to tank. He's never been that guy. So I could see Daryl Morey, and let me know if you guys think this is crazy or not. I could actually see Daryl Morey trying to trade for Kevin Durant. I could see Daryl Morey trying to trade PG for Kevin Durant. Am I crazy? Would I like Kevin Durant? I'd take him. I mean, he's one of the best players of all time.
Let's go.
Now, if Kevin Durant came to the Sixers, he would probably get hurt in the first game, and he'd be out the whole season, just given our luck. But Daryl Morey's the type, he's going to try to get like a Kevin Durant. That's what he's going to do. He's not going to try to like bottom out unless he has that word from the ownership. So personally, I feel like I want new ownership. I feel like once that happens, then tides will turn here in Philadelphia. But until then, it's hard for me to be confident. I mean, we have Nick Nurse out there every game saying a bunch of word salad because he can't even give us answers. So hopefully that answers your question. But I think it'll be a very telling off season. You know, if they try to trade these guys and move on, Do they try to sell us back on the same product next year? That's what we'll be looking for in this offseason. All right, man, we're about 33 away now. You guys are killing it. Hit that thumbs up. 380 people in the chat. 3:10 to go here in the fourth. First of a back-to-back for the Sixers. Justin Edwards going to drive, spin, turn, kick it back. Grimes almost went backcourt, 2 on the shot clock, and they call a backcourt violation. And now the refs are going to have a meeting at half court because they called it wrong. They made a wrong call. Or did they call a foul? Yo, that's crazy. They really made a wrong call and we get penalized for it. Now we got to inbound with 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's crazy. Here's the inbound. Grimes over 2. Can't get it to fall. Drummond comes soaring in and hits the bottom of the rim. Drummond with an amazing rebound. And he hits the bottom of the rim. Denny Avdia has it up top. Portland leads by 10. 2:45 to play in this game. Avdia guarded by Grimes. He sifts through the defense. Avdia fouled by Lonnie Walker. Actually, they call a jump ball. $5 super chat, Brian Pumper. Thank you, my man. He says, to be honest, this organization needs to rinse itself clean with Embiid, Morey, and the ultimate op, Elton Brand. That guy is the real culprit. You know, it's pretty crazy when you start to think about the fact that Elton Brand still has a job. Like, he still is in the front office. Think about that. Think about that. But I agree, Brian. This organization, it reeks. They need to wash themselves down. They need to hit the reset button however they can. Portland wins the tip-off. Here's Anthony Simons driving downhill, goes right through Drummond and lays it in. How did Drummond not stop him with his big body? How did he not stop him there? Philly for life, $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. Appreciate all the love tonight. Says Katie, McCain, Max Grimes is wild with new ownership. The new ownership is probably not going to happen unless the Sixers fans literally revolt. Like if they don't buy any season tickets and they sell them off and all that. Maybe, just maybe, because Josh Harris wants to make money. But we'll see. But I could see Daryl Morey trying to trade for Kevin Durant. Absolutely. I could see it happening. What is he, like 36, 37? Absolutely. And I know people are not going to like this take, but at the time when Daryl Morey signed Paul George, it wasn't the worst decision. Like, I don't think anybody thought Paul George was a perfect fit, but there was not a good free agent class. Anthony Simons steps back for 2. Got it. 115-101. That was probably the dagger. But Daryl Morey just picked the wrong year to try to have a cap space plan, as he called it, right? The cap space plan. Grimes lost it where he only had Maxey and Embiid on the roster. He just picked the wrong year to do it. And he sold last year. He punted the season when he probably shouldn't have. Paul George, I mean, he was never a perfect option, but there wasn't a lot of guys on the market this summer. But I think what we've learned is that teams can no longer build with 3 max contracts, 3, big threes. It's not happening. It's almost like the NFL. It's like what the Eagles are doing right now. You have to find the right mix of the vets and the young guys who can contribute to a winning team. And I think that's what we're going to see in the playoffs this year with OKC and, the Cavs and teams like that. Like, that's what we're going to see. We're going to see that mix of the new young bloods maybe winning. Or you have the Celtics who are just in the second apron and they just don't care right now. But anyway, that's my take on it. Guys, come on, man. 30 more likes. Get us there. Get us there. We got a minute to go. Come on, man. Justin Edwards just came up limping. He is down and hurt. Justin Edwards is hurt. He is holding his ankle. Jeez, man. I mean, this season is the worst. This season is the worst, man. Mm. Justin Edwards is down on the floor. The team is surrounding him. He is down in a lot of pain. And I will say this one more time, not that it needs to be said, but the Sixers need to uphaul their medical staff this summer. They need to get a completely new medical staff because the amount of injuries and illnesses and all this stuff, the amount of stuff this year and the last 5 years has just been absolutely insane. Think about how many guys on this team have missed games and for how many games. Now Justin Edwards gets hurt. I know that he just twisted his ankle there, but you can't make up how banged up this team has been. The medical staff has to go. They have to get a completely new medical staff. They have about 5 guys on the team right now who have injuries that have not healed the entire season. It's crazy. Yo, there's nobody here, bro. Maybe that's because they're already leaving, but damn. Josh Harris, I mean, once he sees himself in the red pretty soon, he's going to be mad. $2 super chat. Philly for life says Morey should have waited one more year, rushed for the signing. Yeah, but you can't do that, man, because he screwed up the whole timeline. He shouldn't have punted last year, and then he created a cap space this year. He should have traded Tobias before. If you would have came back and told us wait another year, man, people would not have had it. But it goes back to what I said 2 years ago, man, after they lost that series against the Celtics. You can't miss your window of opportunity. I said it after that Celtics game 6 and 7. I said this was their best chance and they blew it. They blew the Hawks series. They blew the Heat series. Embiid was out because he got freakishly elbowed by Siakam. I'll never forget Siakam elbowing Embiid and causing him to miss 2 games in a series. But nonetheless, those couple of years, you missed your window. The rest of the league was injured. You had chances. You would have went to the finals most likely. You can't miss that opportunity. You cannot miss that opportunity, man. Joel never gets elbowed in the face by Siakam. Maybe they beat Miami. They end up going to the finals. Ben Simmons doesn't fold like a broken tent. They beat the Hawks, maybe beat the Bucks, go to the finals. Maybe beat the Suns. They beat the Celtics. They beat Miami. They go play the Nuggets in the finals. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I feel like the window has passed. Tobias hate blinded Sixers fans. Jimmy J, with all due respect, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Tobias was absolutely terrible, just like every other player that they brought in. And if they would have traded him earlier, they would have had a chance to compete. Tobias was absolutely terrible. So the Sixers are going to lose 119 to 102. Sixers go down. They fall to 21-39 on the season. 280 likes. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. Hit that thumbs up. Still got over 300 people in the chat. We got a post game coming up here in a few minutes. But the Sixers lose. But I kind of feel like they won. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? Hopefully this is the game that forces the Sixers' hand for the rest of the season. I will say, yo, this was a quick game, man. Yo, this was a fast game. Wow. This game only went 2 hours. There was not a lot of fouls in this game at all. The unfortunate part is that Maxey got hurt. But hopefully the Sixers are forced to sit everybody for the rest of the season. Hopefully they now sit everybody else for the rest of the season. I appreciate everybody being a part of the Game Day show. Appreciate you guys constantly tapping in with me. We got another game tomorrow night. We'll be here for that, Sixers and Wolves. Other than that, though, I think we're going to head over to the post-game show and give our little analysis, man. Yeah, I think we gotta go to the post-game because talk about Tyrese Maxey's injury, Justin Edwards. Brutal, man. Brutal. You wasted a prime Andre Drummond performance. Lonnie Walker had the best game he'll probably ever have again. But that's where we're at. That's where we are at. All right, guys, stick around for the post-game show. We'll talk about Tyrese Maxey and a whole bunch more. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to National University, partner of the Game Day show. We got post-game live coming up. Of course, you can call in if you have any thoughts on this game or anything in general. But that's where we're at, man. That is where we are at. Catch you guys in just a few minutes, man. Peace. All right. Welcome in to the Sixers post-game live show right here on Philly Take with RB. For once, the 76ers gave us maybe more of an easy night on the first night of a back-to-back. Usually it's spiced up at the end, cardiac, our palms are sweating, nerves are tense. No, they actually got blown out. And it wasn't even close at the end. It looked like at one point the Sixers were going to win this game, but then the official tankathon stepped in and the Sixers lose. They get blown away by the Portland Trailblazers. And while that may sound good for tanking purposes, unfortunately now we have to talk about another couple of injuries as the Sixers continue to be the most cursed team that I have ever seen in my life. If you guys are tapped in live with us right after the game, every game on YouTube, go to Philly Take with RB, tap in live with us after the game, call into the show with the Discord or the phone line, or if you're listening back on an audio podcast platform, do me a favor, rate the show, subscribe to the show, and help us climb the rankings. Lastly, if you want to become a channel member here on YouTube and support your boy, hit that join button down below. Merch is available on the website, phillytakewithrb.com. So I want to start off with just how this game went in general, okay? Because as we have said now for a long time, the 76ers are better with their young guys on the floor. Like, I don't think there's any question of that anymore. You know, the way that they looked in the first half. First off, they come out and they start Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Gershon Yabusele, and Andre Drummond. And these boys come out of the gate. They are moving the ball every which way down the floor. I'm talking about pick and pops. I'm talking about one bouncer, skip pass, backdoor. They're everywhere because they're playing up tempo. They're playing quick. They're playing fast. Tyrese Maxey came out of the gate with a couple shots. Drummond looked amazing. Justin Edwards had a nice first quarter. These boys were rocking and rolling, and they carried that throughout the first half. But again, they are better with the young guys on the floor. And it did concern me. It did concern me again that they're going to win too many games with some of these young guys on the floor. But they were much more athletic. Even Andre Drummond looked like he was turning back into prime Andre Drummond. But nonetheless, at halftime, I don't know if Nick Nurse sat these boys down. I don't know if he had a structured conversation, got the call from management. They said, yo, we are playing way too good right now. And then they came out in the third quarter. They got ran off the floor. They couldn't hit shots. They weren't rebounding anymore. All of the little things that they did in the first half went away. They get outscored by 15 in the third quarter. And then they come out in the fourth quarter. And at that point, they essentially just kind of bottom out. So I think that this outcome was good for the tank. The 76ers are now tied with the Brooklyn Nets again. I guess I have to see if they're holding the tiebreaker over the Nets because, again, now with 22 games remaining, they need to do everything in their favor to get up to, the fifth, maybe fourth worst record in the NBA. And they just don't have a lot. Even coming into this game, when you think about all of the injuries that have added up this season, first off, the Sixers are just absolutely cursed from another lifetime. I don't know what's going on, but every guy on his team has been injured. They've been banged up every which way. And you come into tonight's game, coming off a big win where everybody was calling in, telling me, RB, you're crazy, be happy about a win. The Sixers, again, they don't have any point to win any game. They're not going to contend in the playoffs. They're not going to beat the Cavs or the Celtics. But they had a big win the other night, right? You're not going to lose them all. And they come into tonight, and you would think, okay, can you just give us one little bit of juice? Do you have anything left in the tank? And what do they do today? Kelly Oubre misses the game with an illness. Maybe he's got the flu. Who knows? Paul George gets put on the injury report a couple hours before the game with a groin injury, which Nick Nurse said is not getting better. Remember that term, okay? Not getting better. The same way that Kyle Lowry's injury is not getting better. He's probably going to miss the rest of the year. Eric Gordon's injury is not getting better. He had surgery. Tyrese Maxey is dealing with a finger injury. His injury is not getting better. Matter of fact, Nick Nurse said to the media that they're going over drills on how to get Maxey to shoot with 3 fingers on the basketball on his shooting hand, because his fingers hurt so bad that he cannot put his 2 fingers on the basketball. And for some reason, the Sixers thought it was a good idea to stroll Maxey right on out there tonight and continue playing him when the guy is absolutely clearly hurt. And it really pains me and it pisses me off, all these internet warriors who are like, hey, you guys have been mad at Joel. You've been mad at PG. Be mad at Maxey. Not that I'm trying to be a Maxey defender, but let's look at it for what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. Tyrese Maxey has had to deal with the drama and the absolute bullcrap from not only his organization, but from Joel Embiid all season, Paul George all season. He loses his running mate in Jared McCain. Maxey has been depressed at multiple points this season. He's had some really bad stretches, but you know what? For every bad stretch, he's had a 30-point game, and he had 13 straight games where he dropped 30-plus points, and he's 6th in the NBA in scoring. Call it for what it is, right? Maybe not the most efficient 26 points per game, but Tyrese Maxey has had more balls than any other star on this team. And other than who? Yabusele and, I don't know, Quentin Grimes maybe? At least Maxey goes up and shows out and tries to give it his all. But anyway, Tyrese Maxey last game went 2 for 14. He looked absolutely pitiful. He's dealing with a finger injury that is quote-unquote not getting better. And now he comes out tonight. He hits his first 2 shots, I believe, and misses his next 11. He was 2 for 11 in the first quarter. He finished 2 for 13. And to put the cherry on top, because the Sixers are dumb enough not to sit him out, he goes out there in the third quarter. He drives to the rim. He's already affected because of his hand being hurt. And he takes, I got to see what happened, but he goes barreling into Donovan Clingan. I don't know if his knee hit him or he just got hip checked. I don't know. But then Tyrese Maxey falls on the ground and he's down in pain. He's wincing. He's squirming around. He's down for a couple minutes. The team comes over. They pick him up. Now his back is hurt. He's got a back contusion and he misses the rest of the game. He goes walking back to the locker room. Now Tyrese Maxey's hurt. Oh, and just to make it even better, or just to even put more pain with this Sixers fan base, with a minute to go in the ballgame, Justin Edwards, who finally gets a start tonight, and I'll never forget, I'll never understand why the young guys who have been building up momentum all season will play a game and then they get set. Then they play a stretch of games, they start, they look amazing, then they get set. But Justin Edwards, who had a decent game tonight, 16 points, 6 boards, an assist, a steal, 7 for 15, with a minute left in the game, twists his ankle. He goes down wincing in pain. Now he's out. I say all of that to say this. Maybe it took the sacrifice of a couple injuries, but this has to be the final wake-up call. Everybody was all hype and erratic and over the top. Oh my God, we won a game. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the only way the Sixers are getting better this offseason is if they add an impact top 6 player. They can add a couple vets. If Daryl Morey can prove me and everybody wrong and trade some of these big contracts that are taking up 30% of the cap, then okay, you can definitely improve the team. As of right now, I don't see any team wanting to take on a Paul George contract or a Joel Embiid contract. So in my opinion, the only way they get better is if they go in the draft and they draft a stud. And the best way of doing that is by keeping your first round pick. The only way of doing that is by keeping your first round pick and trying to get it in the top 6. It may not fall there, but my point is, and my point has been the last couple of weeks, man. And look, no Sixers fan wants to see them tank. You think we want to go through this shit again that we just went through 10 years ago, that we've been going through? We don't want to see them tank, but we're looking at our options. Right? It's like paying for insurance. You're getting screwed either way. Do you want to try your best to give you the most bang for your buck? Do you want to at least give yourself a shot or not? So that is why the Sixers need to shut it down. Not only can they not win games, not only would they get blown out in a playoff series by 50 points per game, they're out here playing games that don't even matter right now, and they can't even keep these guys healthy. Now Tyrese Maxey's hurt, and now Justin Edwards is hurt. So, ladies and gentlemen, the 76ers need to shut it down officially. Enough with the false hope. Enough with the, hey, we're still going to try hard. We're still going to keep you in check. Because now Maxey's hurt, and hopefully it's nothing crazy long term. I don't think it is. But this team cannot catch a break. Oubre and Paul George missed tonight's game. Maxey's hurt. Edwards is hurt. McCain's hurt. Lowry hurt. Gordon hurt. Embiid hurt. Embiid's another one. An injury that does not get better. How many injuries are we going to have that do not get better? The medical staff needs to be thrown off the bridge in the offseason. They need to be gone. Gone. So anyway, that's my take on the whole situation. The Sixers young guys actually played with a lot of consistency and continuity tonight. They looked like they were comfortable with each other. Gershon Yabusele hit 2 triples in the first quarter. He ended up slowing down. I thought, again, Nick Nurse's rotations in the second half didn't make any sense at all. I mean, Andre Drummond. Let's talk about Andre Drummond for a second, okay? I am convinced that Andre Drummond has been held captive in the back of the Sixers practice facility for the last 4 months. I believe that Andre Drummond has a clone who has been playing on the floor for the last 3 months. And I believe that the real Andre Drummond was playing so good at halftime that the Sixers made the call to go get the clone. They tied him up, they put the tape on his mouth, and they shoved him back into the facility. Because what I saw from Andre Drummond in the first half was absolutely unreal. I'm talking about Andre Drummond put Donovan Clingan on a poster, or maybe it was Tamani Kamara. I can't remember, because there was 3 guys that he almost put on a poster. Andre Drummond was moving around like he just shaved off 15 pounds. He was moving around like he wanted to flip the double bird to the Sixers. He was moving around like the Andre Drummond that we saw on the Chicago Bulls last year. He was moving around like the Andre Drummond that we thought we had signed this offseason. This was by far the best Andre Drummond game of the season, and it's not even close. Andre Drummond tonight finished with 25, 18 boards, 2 steals, and an assist. He goes 11 for 19 from the field. Andre Drummond was your leading scorer in the year 2025 tonight. Andre Drummond was hitting hook shots. He was initiating offense out of the high post. He was pumping these chest passes like I've never seen him do it. This was the Andre Drummond that they signed. Unfortunately, he has not been present all season. And in the second half, he played okay, but he started making these buffoonery decisions, not defending, standing around ball watching, hitting the bottom of the rim on a layup. So, to be honest, in the first half, he was bullying Donovan Clingan, and that was a main reason why the Sixers were playing well. Maybe the Sixers young guys just play better with their ball in the hands. Maybe they just play better when everybody's involved, right? It doesn't just have to be Drummond ball down in the paint. Maybe that's what we've been saying for the last 2 months, that they play better with the young guys. They play up tempo. But Andre Drummond and his contributions in this first half were unbelievable. Andre Drummond was high flying like it was the year 2013. He looked like prime Drummond for a half. And then they made the call and they told him, hey, get Andre Drummond out. Nick Nurse benched him in the third quarter and didn't bring him back till there was 6.5 to go. Nick Nurse actually played Adem Bona tonight because Gershon Yabusele was starting, and Adem Bona only ended up playing 7 minutes, but they were 7 valuable minutes. He had 6 points, 2 rebounds. I question every time I see Adem Bona play, why does he not play more? The guy's an absolute stud. We saw Jared Butler for 5 minutes. We saw Jeff Doughton Jr. for 19. He dropped 11, and Lonnie Walker had his best game as a Sixer, but it went all for naught because it doesn't matter. Ricky Council is completely out of his rhythm. Ricky Council was playing really well earlier this year. He looked like an integral young core piece, guy who could develop and build, and then Nick Nurse benched him for 5 games, and now he's back to looking bad. So again, there's just absolutely no rhyme or reason with this team, with their identity, what they've done all season long. They just go back and forth. They bounce between certain players, and once these guys, cooled off in the third quarter, and once the Blazers started heating up, I thought Anthony Simons was really just the key guy. Anthony Simons had 34 points tonight. He was absolutely cooking the Sixers, and it got to a point in the third quarter where they were just leaving them wide open. They were just leaving him wide open, whether it was Maxey, whether it was Grimes. Grimes did not follow up his 44 bomb with a good game tonight. I thought Grimes was like a little bit too antsy at times. He was trying to, create some easy offense, go downhill, but he was losing the ball. He was sloppy. Didn't look good from Grimes tonight. And I thought on the perimeter, the Sixers just really let up in that third quarter. And both Shaedon Sharpe, his downhill ability, as well as Anthony Simons, just knocking down 3 after 3 he was fantastic. He had 6 threes in this game, 34 points. Duop Reith off the bench had 13. And I remember Duop Reith from the first matchup this season. Not only does he have the coolest name in the NBA, if I needed to have another name, if I had a stunt double, I would name him Duop Reith. That is the coolest name I've ever heard. But the guy just has like a standstill, just a very stiff 3-point shot, and it goes in every time. What else? Donovan Clingan had, like I said, played a lot better in the second half. Drummond just kind of went away. They brought his clone out, and even with Denny Avdia playing as bad as he did, 3 for 14, the Blazers were able to kind of gather themselves, and the Sixers just got sloppy with the basketball. If you look at the 76ers, they had 2 turnovers in the first half, and they had 6 in the second half. They had 2 fouls in the first half, 13 in the second half. So the Sixers, man, they got sloppy. Once Maxey went out, any signs of just initiating and facilitating and controlling the floor went out. Even though Maxey wasn't contributing as a scorer, his ball handling was key. And once that went out, Grimes had 9 assists. Big ups to Quentin Grimes for that, but they just didn't have enough. And they stopped running it through Yabusele. Edwards didn't have as many touches. And even Lonnie Walker. So, yeah, that's kind of how this game went. Sixers got completely horsed on the glass, 61-43. Like I said, that third quarter was everything. 35-20, they get outscored, and then they just gave up in the fourth quarter. So it honestly does look like in the first half they were playing too good, and they did not want to win another basketball game, so they stopped trying in the second half. And that's how this game went. Both teams actually shot 11 for 35 from 3. That's a crazy coincidence. Both teams shot 11 for 35 from 3-point range. This also was a very quick game. There was not a lot of fouls called. And, the game only went like 2.5 hours at most. So Just a very quick game, not a lot of stoppage. And they panned to a picture of the Sixers arena at the end of the game during the Justin Edwards injury. And honestly, it looked as empty as I've ever seen it. So, you know, you look at the Sixers, I mean, obviously, they're still going to try to sell the fans on tickets, but there's just nothing else they can say. And I think the silver lining from this game, I think the overarching thing that has to come out of this game is that with Joel Embiid out for the season, Paul George and Maxey severely banged up, bunch of the role players banged up, this has to be the final draw. You should not see any of the main guys for the rest of the season. You need to try to get that top 6 pick, and you need to try to go from there. And that's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. So we're going to go over to the phones here in a few minutes, but I want to pull up the tankathon.com and see where they have the 76ers located at, because they came into tonight. They were a half game ahead of the Nets. They were in the number 6 spot. Now they're tied with the Brooklyn Nets. So yeah, they just have them here tied with the Brooklyn Nets. They are currently 2.5 games behind the Toronto Raptors, a little bit more behind the Pelicans. The Jazz, they actually play this week. And there's a couple other games going on right now with these teams. But the Sixers, like I said, need to keep climbing their way up. If we just send the lottery here, I mean, they still have a very tough chance of getting a top 6, so they need to find their way into it. And I just don't understand why winning any games, you know, would change that. I don't understand why winning any games would change that. So that's where we're at, man. That is where we are at. Just another brutal night to lose more guys to injury. It's frustrating. And, you know, Maxey, like I said, shouldn't have even been out there in the first place. And now he gets injured with a back injury. So, you know, it's just, it's tough, man. It is tough. Tell you what, though, the Portland Trailblazers, I mean, they've won 5 out of 6. They lost to the Cavaliers yesterday. They were on a second of a back-to-back. And you got outworked by a team that almost beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in overtime yesterday. You got outworked again. The Sixers have lost 10 out of 11. They're just not a good basketball team. They don't have any juice left. And they gave up in the third and fourth quarter. So that's where I'm at with this team. You know, they kept it interesting for a half, and that was it. So what do you guys think about the 76ers, man? What do you guys think? Are we on official tank season? Is there anything else that they can do the rest of the way? Like, I don't know, man. Is there anything else they can really do? Or should they just try to lose the rest of the games? I mean, it's like everything this season that this team tries, they just don't, like, it never goes their way. It never goes their way. Another guy, Jared Butler. I mean, you trade for him, you play him for a couple games, and then you don't play him at all. Doesn't really make sense, man. But hey, at least we got treated to a Drummond performance. At least we got treated to a Drummond gem. Maybe the best game he'll ever play again. I mean, Drummond was fantastic. The guy was high flying. Like I said, it looked like he was back. It looked like Andre Drummond was back in that first half, at least. So, unreal, man. Unreal. The Sixers play the Minnesota Timberwolves tomorrow night. Then they play the Boston Celtics and then the Utah Jazz. I could see them losing all 3. We can probably be assured that Maxey will not play tomorrow night based on that injury. Paul George is out with a groin. Like I said, PG, Maxey, Embiid, Gordon, Lowry, all have injuries that, quote unquote, are not getting better. So any way this team turns this season, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. So I'm debating if I even want to take call-ins tonight. I mean, we got a couple people waiting, so we'll take a few calls. If you want to call into the show, call in 518-318-7716 or call the Discord. But man, I mean, you kind of run out of things to say about this team. Timberwolves have been playing a lot better too. Anthony Edwards is on fire. And, we'll see them tomorrow night. So Nick Marchetti, $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, Maxey looks miserable out there. He has for a while. He has all season. And that's why it really gets on my nerves when people are trying to, blame a lot of this on Maxey. Like the last 2 games, he obviously has not been himself. His fingers hurt. Now his back's hurt. And he's had to deal with all this stuff all season long, man. I feel for Maxey. I do. And they need to just shut him down. They need to get everybody as healthy as possible and call it a season. They got 23 games left. See what you got in some of these other guys and move forward. So I agree with you, Nick. Maxey looks absolutely miserable out there. All right, man, we'll take a couple phone calls. Once again, Sixers postgame live show. We do this every game. We're doing it all season long. And for the Sixer diehards, we'll keep giving you the coverage, man. Pre-game, live game, and postgame right here. Every game on the YouTube channel. All right, man, let's see who we got on the Discord. We have, let's see, we got Tyson on the Discord. We'll go to Tyson first. Tyson on the Discord. Tyson.
Yo, or you hear me?
Yo, what's up, man? Got you loud and clear.
Got it. Hey, I just want to say I've been watching you for like years now. I appreciate you. Ever since that Miami series in 2022, I think.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah. You ever feel like this seems just a comedy, though? It's kind of like why I called into that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, first of all, like, how like these injuries never like heal, if you know what I mean?
Oh, it's ridiculous, like, man. I've never seen a team with, 7 injuries that are not healable. It makes no sense.
That's what I'm saying.
This team is, they're like a bad comedy skit, man. Like everything they try to do, it turns to crap. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And when they try to tank, they win almost. Where like, they beat the Golden State Warriors for no reason.
Yo, and Tyson, people were telling me, they were calling in the other night. They're like, yo, like you got to celebrate a win. You got to be happy about this. Right? What am I going to be happy about, man? I mean,
like whoop-de-doo, you won a game.
Whoop-de-doo, you made your draft pick worse. And now Maxey's hurt, and now Edwards is hurt.
I mean, it might be a blessing, but like I don't get why we can't have a healthy team.
We never can. Every year. Like think back to like 2 years ago, right? Remember that stretch, like I think it was 2 years ago when everybody on the team got sick. They were all out. Then like 5 guys got injuries, man. It's crazy.
Every year.
Listen, man, I think the NBA has like an injury issue right now, but I feel like the Sixers have it like times 10. I feel like every guy on this team, even Yabusele 2 games ago, like he's playing with goggles on because, he had 2 corneal abrasions. Like the amount of injuries on this team is just, you can't fathom it, man. It's crazy.
You can't.
It's crazy, man.
You look at a team like the Suns too. Like they've been really disappointing, but they stay healthy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
At least they're actually disappointing.
Listen, man, you got to get the medical staff out of here. They have to go.
They have to, yeah. Hey, man, I think that's all I got, though. I appreciate you again, man.
Tyson, appreciate you calling in, man. Call in anytime, bro. Thank you, man.
I got you. Peace.
Shout out to Tyson on the Discord. Shout out to Tyson. All right, man. We'll go to the next one. We got Amen on the Discord. Amen on the Discord. Amen, what's up? Hopefully you're not under the pillow tonight. Amen.
What's up, Brody?
What's up, bro? How you feeling, man? What?
Keeps getting worse and worse.
I can't hear you, brother. Got to speak up a little bit.
It keeps on getting worse and worse.
Yeah, man. We're down. We're so down bad. It's not even funny. But it's almost kind of funny, but it's not funny,
You know something that would be funny? A Sixers Hard Knocks.
I mean, they're kind of playing themselves into that, I'll tell you what's going to be really crazy, Amen, is in like 5 years when they put out a process documentary detailing the last 10 years. It's going to be like a six-part series on Netflix, man. There's too much that has happened.
This team's just cursed.
Yeah, I wonder what this team did to be this cursed, man. I mean, they can't. Everybody is injured. I've never seen anything like it.
People say we're like the Cowboys. We're like the mix of the 49ers and the Cowboys combined.
Yeah.
All in one.
Yeah, I mean, we're just the 76ers. Like, it's just, when you think about how close this team has been and where they're at now, it's like, how did we get here? You know? I mean, this is a disaster.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so mad at the medical staff right now. How do you make Maxey play?
Yeah. Why is Maxey playing when the coach is coming out and telling you that he can't even put two fingers on the basketball? Like, that is wild to me. And how about the Embiid report the other day, right? They said Embiid had to go directly to Joshua Harris because the medical staff was pretty much telling him that he could still play. And Shams said that there was differing opinions. Like, Embiid said, no, I cannot play. And the medical staff and I guess Daryl Morey were like, nah, you can still play. It's crazy, man. Malpractice is what it is.
No, what makes me more mad, if you look at it, how does Paul George have a pinky injury? He gets to sit out 3 games, where Maxey has like 3 different injuries at the same time, but they still make him play.
That's the Sixers for you, man. That's the Sixers.
Yeah.
All right, amen. You got anything else for me, man?
I got one more thing to say. It's about Andre Drummond.
Let's hear it.
Not gonna lie. Andre Drummond, he was playing good. He was looking like prime Drummond. But then
what?
Then Joshua Harris picked up the phone, called Nick Nurse, and said, "What are we doing here? We're tanking. Remember that."
They got him out of there, huh? They got Drummond out of there real quick, man. They tied him up in the back of the facility, and then they brought in his clone. That's the only solution, man.
Yeah. I know Nick Nurse gets so mad when he has to play a Dembona.
He doesn't like young guys. Simple. Our coaches never like young players. It's a recurring theme with the 76ers.
Yeah. It's just sad, honestly. Something that makes me even more sad is about Ricky Council, man.
Yep. Ricky's
his rookie year was so promising.
Yep. And then he got benched for 5 games, and then we never saw the light of day.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, man.
Thanks for having me on here.
Shout out to Amen, man. Call in anytime. All right, we're going rapid fire, man. My guy, Philly for Life, is on the Discord. Philly for life. It is Philly for life, but right now it's kind of hard to be Sixers for life, man. Philly for life. What's up, bro?
RB, what's going on, brother?
What up, my man? How you doing?
Hey, all good, man. Loud and clear?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, bro. I'm down bad, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
Aren't we all, man? I had to just like let the emotional attachment go for now and it's just a comedy skit at this point, man.
I could tell by the way you calling the games now. You're kind of both sides of it. Abdia goes in for the dunk. Like,
what do you want?
Tell, bro. Like, listen, man. Feeling it just like all of us are, man.
Listen, man. I had people calling in last game telling me I'm a hater and I'm crazy. Look, I don't want to win any more games, so they've sucked the life out of me. They have officially sucked the life out of me for this season.
It's not even that, RB. Like, I want that pick. I'm cool with losing every single game from here on to the end of the season, bro. Like, I don't know why people want to win. Like, we're not doing anything in the playoffs. So what is the point of winning a single game past now?
I don't even think we'd make it out of the play-in based on how this team looks.
Bro, we'd win one game if that, bro. Like, we're gonna get swept. Might as well bring the brooms out if we go and play. If we go and play the Celtics or the Cavs, we're done, bro. We're not even gonna win a game. Bring the brooms out, bro.
Yeah, I agree, man. This team is brutal.
I mean, it's the only thing that's keeping me going, dude. Honestly, is that hopefully getting that pick. Jared McCain, obviously, that's my man. It's always going to be my man, McRain. And just the future of McCain, Maxey, and whoever we're going to get for Paul George, keeping my fingers crossed and praying to God that we get something for Paul George. And at this point, I don't know what we do with Embiid, dude. Like, I want to know your thoughts.
Well, I don't know if you heard this, man, but we got Joel Embiid and Paul George for the next 4 seasons or 3 seasons.
You don't think Morey can make something happen with at least PG?
I think if he attaches a couple picks to it, maybe. But who wants that contract? Who wants the Joel Embiid contract? Who wants the Paul George contract? Like, man, I mean, I don't
Nobody.
know. I don't, you know, I'm trying to like look at it from both sides, but like maybe a team like the Hornets or I don't know, one of the bottom dwellers are like, yeah, you know, we're never going to sign anybody like a superstar. Maybe we'll trade for one, but it would be much more likely if the guys didn't have extensions over the next 4 years. Who wants to take on that money? Who? Unless you're giving them a bunch of great draft picks.
Yeah, I mean, whoever did that, dude, I mean, the Paul George one, it was a rushed signing. I mean, it really was a bad year, like you said. I mean, I get that one. But to extend Joel Embiid, dude, whoever did that should be in jail, man. I mean, it's the most asinine signing I think I've ever seen, knowing that the dude, knowing his injury history, period, not even, let's just take his injury right now completely out of the equation. This dude is injured every year. Why give a dude like that a contract on top of his contract he already has? I just don't understand the thought process behind all that.
Keep in mind, they literally consulted with 9 doctors who told them that they didn't know if it was going to get better. And then they gave him that contract. I think the Joel Embiid extension is way worse than the Paul George contract by a lot.
I agree. 100% I agree. But I'm really just, I don't know, man. I'm trying to keep my fingers crossed for next year, the year after. But again, like you said, it's literally, it's almost like the Tobias Harris contract. Like no one is going to take this unless we straight up give picks away. And Morey already proved to us, RB, that he's not going to move nobody. He's just going to let him play out the contract.
Bingo. And on top of that, that's why I need them to get this draft pick or at least have a good shot of it. Because again, who else are you going to get in the offseason that is going to help this team? I'm telling you, Philly for life, I really think that the Sixers, like, think about how delusional they've been all season. Who's to say they won't come out and just try to run this back next year and tell us, hey, everybody's healthy now. We're all good. Nobody's going to believe that, but I don't think they care. Their awareness of everything this year has been so far off the track. So who's to say it's going to get better this offseason? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree 100%. And just look at the silver lining behind everything. Morey didn't say a word for months, so he knows what's going on. Morey does anyway. At least he has his ear to the ground.
Yep.
So it's really like, dude, it's really hard, man. It's really hard to see any future for this team. The only future we have is by getting that pick. Put Cooper Flagg or whoever with Maxey and McCain. Maybe PG, maybe Sprinkle and Embiid, and you just pray for the best because that's really what we're watching for the next 4 to 5 years, bro.
I'll tell you what, man. I mean, if they try to run this thing back next year, I know there's been like some discussions recently about like if Joel Embiid doesn't play from a year of his last game, which I guess is like a couple days ago, if he doesn't play for a year, they could like opt for something like a medical retirement. Where, you know, Joel, I don't know if they would like come to an amount that he would get and then the contract would be wiped off the books. But honestly, if they can't trade these contracts, that might be the only way out. And I hate to say it because I love Embiid, but man, 4 more years, brutal, terrible.
And dude, it's really hard because Embiid, I mean, he did do a lot for us. I mean, I was watching some of his highlights the other day, and dude, he was so freaking dominant, man, when he had his legs under him and wasn't injured. The dude is just a highlight reel, a walking highlight reel, and it's sad. It's sad the way it went with him. But at the end of the day, I looked into that as well, and we can do that. We can do that if it comes down to it. And Embiid has to agree to it. And again, it comes completely off our cap. So that might be, like you said, our one and only way out of that. I mean, the PG one we're stuck with unless Morey can make something happen. But again, if Embiid, I mean, he's give everything to the city. He's never wanted to leave this city. If that was the way he has to go out, that's the way he has to go out, bro.
True that. Philly for life. You got anything else for me, bro?
That's it, man. I just wanted to say keep it up, bro. I appreciate everything you've done. The years have been great with you, man, and just keep grinding, dude. You have the best channel out there. Just keep grinding, bro.
You're the man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Shout out to Philly for life on the Discord. Great call, man. Great call. Give that a little bit of a round of applause because those are the calls that keep me going, man. It's not easy to talk about this team every day when they're absolutely just irrelevant, but it does give me hope that even when this team is this bad, like it's not even like they had a bad season. They hit the absolute extreme of bad. So the fact that we still got hundreds of people tuning in and calling in and listening in gives me a lot of hope for this community. And, hopefully it gets better. Hopefully it gets better. Michael M, $5 super chat. Thank you, man. He says, you're not a hater. You're just old enough to remember all of the atrocious seasons that we have gotten from this team over the past 20 years. I support the tank. True that, Michael. True that, man. You're right. It's a lot of the younger fans, a lot of the, we love a certain player type of fans that don't really understand the magnitude of the suffering of what we have had to go through. It's almost not even comprehensible. The amount of drama and just behind the storylines, like all of it is it's been absolutely torturous. So I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, we'll wrap it up with our boy Cool J, and then we'll get ready for tomorrow. We'll be back. Sixers, Timberwolves. Cool J on the Discord. Cool J.
Yo, RB.
What up, man? How's it going?
Same old. I mean, everyone hit the nail on the head. Like, it's not, we didn't, and you said it correctly, we did not have a bad season. It's just, Sixers had lots of obstacles and decisions that really screwed the whole team up.
Yep. This team is definitely screwed up. That's a fact.
Yeah, and everything that did go wrong really did go wrong. Like they made Daryl Morey made a really poor choice in beat that extension and giving Paul George an extension after he didn't really do as much the past couple months, and it's just unfortunate because this team has gone through a lot of really bad obstacles these past few years. Yep. And I mean, it's like the fans had, you saw, and you did say, when they during the broadcast, they literally had panned the entire arena around the Wells Fargo Center, and It just shows that these fans have enough. We've had enough. We've been through this for so long.
And that does give me a little bit of hope because when I think about the future, I'm like, okay, Joshua Harris, businessman first and foremost, wants a profitable franchise. If people again stop going and, don't want to renew their season tickets and stuff like that, I mean, how much can you take? Even like, for example, today I was reading a thing about the Mavericks, how they upped their season ticket prices. And it is crazy the lack of awareness that some of these teams have, like the Mavericks, after trading away their franchise cornerstone, going up their season tickets, or the Sixers, who have been telling us a bunch of bogus all season. Like at some point they're going to have to make adjustments. And if not, do you want to continue kind of riding on with a business that's just floating above water? So
I'm glad you actually mentioned that because I was just because it's just looking at Twitter and they're saying the Nets arena is always empty because and the Sixers is just fake. The Sixers are just fake. And I mean, we've had the past couple of seasons, our picks were up there, and the reason why nobody comes to Brooklyn and watch the Nets because they stink.
Yeah.
So, the reason the more that your team wins, let's mention this. The more your team wins, the higher the prices will go. Because the more your team wins, the higher prices will go. If you lose, then it gets lower and lower. I mean, we look at our cost for our tickets now. They're like at least like $20 $20.
Yep. Oh, not even. I mean, they're like $5. They're like $2 to go to games. It's crazy.
And I think that if I'm going and I was looking at the stats for the one player we want, and that's trying to get for is this Cooper Flag. I mean, I saw him 28 points and like 3 for 6 from 3-point range. Like, that's a player we really want to get into the Sixer team because he could definitely fit around McCain, Maxey. Like, they can definitely be a starting roster.
I hope so, man. Capture the flag, but now all the hope and all the luck is with the ping pong balls, man. So guess we'll just have to, find out and see what happens. Who gets into the lottery and then what happens from there, So
yep. So all I can say now is just we have Timberwolves tomorrow. We have the Celtics and the Jazz. I think you just gotta continue just losing games. It's just the only way out. The only way out is just keep losing games.
Only way out, man. Only way out. Tank is on, baby. Cool, Jay. Appreciate you calling in, bro. As always, man.
Of course, everybody time me in.
Thank you, man. Shout out to Cool Jay on the Discord. Great callers tonight. Love the fact that everybody still calls into the show. And, just some transparency. Like, this is our first, we've done this like live watch party, play-by-play show for 5 years. I love what we've built up, but this is the first year that we've done, the pregame, postgame, and I love this, man. Like, this is one of my favorite segments of the whole show where we can get people to call in and give their thoughts. So I love how people just, we have like our cycle of callers. I really enjoy that. So, you guys have been great all season, and obviously it'll even get better when the team is doing better. But yeah, you guys have been killing it. So thank you. Last quote of the day here. Andre Drummond says, quote, "I didn't realize how much you needed a big toe." So maybe Andre Drummond's toe is finally healed. Remember they said that wasn't healing at all. So maybe his toe is good. Maybe that's why he came out here and started playing like a superstar tonight. But the Sixers get blown out by the Portland Trailblazers. They're back at it late tomorrow night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They sit at 21-39. Will it be loss number 40 in the books tomorrow? Got to go for the tank, man. Need to try to get that draft pick. Hopefully Maxey's okay, but I wouldn't play any of these guys the rest of the season, man. See what happens. It's the post-game live show right here on Philly Take with RB. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be back at it tomorrow. Peace.